All right, I think we are live just in time. Green Bay is kicking the ball off. Bucs are starting with the ball. This is week 3, 4:30 matchup. Should be a good one today. Tom Brady and the Bucs, Rodgers and the Packers. David Bakhtiari is back for this match or for this game. However, Christian Watson will be out as well as Sammy Watkins. The Bucs are pretty beat up as well. Julio's out, as is Mike Evans, who's suspended for a week, and then Chris Godwin's still out. So Brady under center, 1st and 10. We're stacking the box. And the play action fake, and they take a shot, and it's a 25-yarder to Perryman. All right. Tom Brady already doing some damage. Great. Brady out of the shotgun, 1st and 10. Ball's on the 49. Handoff to Leonard Fournette. Dance around the backfield. Finds a hole. Picks up about 4 or 5. Looks like Tom's got a swollen finger today. Yeah. On his throwing hand. Huh. I wonder what he did. Doesn't seem to affect him so far in that first pass, though. All right. Another handoff to Fournette. Dances the outside. He's gonna be 1 yard short for first down. We're looking at 3rd and 1. I do believe Tampa is also missing Donovan, their left tackle. He is out. That should be a big loss for them today as well. Looks like the game plan is to get the ball out of Tom's hands pretty quickly, short passes, as well as pound the rock with Lenny. And Green Bay's gonna hold them, it looks like. 4th and 1. Ball is in Green Bay territory, though. About the 41. Tom's out, staying out in the field. It does look like they will go for it here. This will be a nice little stop if we can stop them here, though. We'll get the ball roughly about midfield. Newly signed Cole Beasley out there for Tampa on 4th and 1, putting them in the slot. Sending Perryman in motion. Tom in shotgun. Looking Beasley's away. And got Beasley for a first down. Damn, that sucks. We're still Douglas in coverage, too. Preston Smith was coming off the edge. Yeah, almost a miss, but good catch by Beasley there. Beasley, who signed with the Bucs on Tuesday, already making a difference. Power I formation, play action. Tom's looking deep. Gets Kyle Rudolph, I believe. On about a 13-yard pickup. Tampa moving the ball just outside the red zone here. Tom operating out of the shotgun on 1st and 10. The ball is on the 26 and a half, it looks like. Oh, we're blitzing. Oh, I got to tackle better than that. Fournette picks up about 6 or 7. Missed tackle on that play by Devondre Campbell, and carried Quay Walker a little bit as well on that. Tampa having no problems moving the ball on our defense so far. All right, looks like we pulled Kenny off this play. No Kenny Clark on this play. Putting in TJ Slayton. They're anticipating a run here. Tom under center. Play action again. Hits Fournette. Good tackle this time by Devondre Campbell. Loss of 1 or 2 on that. We're looking at another 3rd down. Double high safety look on that play. Yeah, just a real good play by Campbell. 3rd and 5. It's been a 5-minute drive so far. Tom Brady out of the shotgun. Send Fournette in motion. 2 up top, 2 down low. Now they're sending Beasley in motion into the slot. He's looking. He want Beasley in. Down goes Tom. Kenny Clark with the sack. Nice. And they'll be kicking a field goal. Tom Brady's about the most immobile quarterback they're going to be facing all year this year. I do anticipate them getting multiple sacks in this game today. They should. He's going to have trouble getting out of the pocket. It really wasn't even much of a sack. Kenny just kind of got his hand on Tom. Tom just kind of panicked and just kind of went down. All right, 45-yard attempt by Suckup. Leads the league in scoring this year for all kickers. And this one right down the middle. Green Bay finds himself in a 3-0 hole to start the drive. Start the game off. Anticipating going into a commercial break. Rodgers should see the field when they return. Sounds like a good time to do some keys to the game. We will wait to do bold predictions until Cody arrives. He is running a little bit late today. Not the worst start for the game. They did hold them to 3, but without those receivers out there, I was really hoping to just kind of getting a 3 and out, having a good defensive showing on the first drive. But here's my keys to the game. I do think that this needs to be an AJ Dillon takeover game. I would like to see them kind of run AJ Dillon between the tackles a lot. I'd like to see him get at least 15 carries in this game. Control time of possession. Have the else in our favor. By the time the 4th quarter comes around, if we do pound the rock with AJ Dillon, the defense should be pretty gassed. We should be able to move the ball a little bit better. I do think it also opens up the passing game a little bit more if we can get a run game established early in the game. Cody just said everything that I'm saying for keys to the game would apply to him as well. As I mentioned before, I do think we need to run the ball between the tackles on offense. The last couple weeks, we've been getting a little bit too cute, kind of doing our pitches and off tackle handoffs, outside of tackles, pulling the guards. We've had a couple plays that's worked like that, but Tampa's got some really fast linebackers with Levante David and Devin White there. So I don't anticipate that working too well. In fact, we tried that against Tampa in the last couple times we played them, and it just didn't work very well. So I know they don't got the same bulls up front that they usually do, but they still got Vita Vea and some pretty good guys up front there. I do think we need to get constant pressure on Brady. Don't let him get into a rhythm early. A little bit hot and cold there on that first drive, but we did end it with a sack. So keep getting pressure on Brady. We need to finish drives when we're in the opponent's territory. Last week should have been much more of a blowout than it was. There's like 2 or 3 times where we marched the ball down the field and we just didn't come away with points on that drive, including that 1 4th down stop. So I'd like to see that. Now that just can't happen against Tampa. We probably won't win this game if we don't come away. If we don't finish our drives. And lastly, I think certain defensive players need to step up in this game. Specifically Jair, Campbell, Lowry, Amos, Savage, and Stokes. They've been okay so far in the first couple of games of the year, but played not up to snuff for where this defense should be playing, especially on the back end. Amos and Savage have really need to pick up their play, I think. And Campbell's been just kind of lost at times too. He's not been that all pro quality inside linebacker. I think it was last year. So Aaron Rodgers takes the field. We got a 1st and 10. Operating out of the shotgun. Surprise, surprise. And we hand the ball off to Jones, picks up about 4 yards. No surprise, we're starting the game off with Jones. On Green Bay side, as I said, no Watson today. No Watson either. Lazard is out there. It's nice to see Bakhtiari back out there. Elton Jenkins at right tackle and Bakhtiari at left tackle. Nice. And you can see the David Bakhtiari difference on that play right there. We take a left up off tackle. Bakhtiari gets the nice seal and pick up 1st down with Jones. All right. Welcome back, Bach. Josh Myers with a nice seal block too. 1st and 10. Rodgers, quick pass play to Jones. Bubble screen. We picks up about 8. Nice. Shaq Barrett and Joe Tryon Shoyinka out there for the edge rushers. Jamal Dean, Antoine Winfield Jr., Mike Edwards, and Carlton Davis. The secondary, still the same secondary that we used to. Mercedes Lewis, the big dogs out there, moving him in line. A.J. Dillon in the backfield. This should be a handoff, I'm guessing. Rodgers calling an audible out of the shotgun. No, he keeps it, and we hit Romeo Dobbs. Nice play by Dobbs. Looking like that'd be about 20, 25-yard pickup on Dobbs. Nice little cross route over the middle. Romeo Dobbs looking like Robert Brooks out there with that with his body type and the way he moves. Same numbers. The great Robert Brooks does fumble there. That ball does come out. He is lucky and he gets it back though. Wow. All right, ball 1st and 10, operating out of shotgun. We do got A.J. Dillon in the backfield next to Rodgers. Hands it off to Dillon. Picks up a nice hard 5-6 yards. Green Bay having no problem moving the ball on this one. It'll be interesting to see if David Bakhtiari is kept on a pitch count for this game or if he's good to go for the whole game. But it's looking pretty solid out there so far. Now with Watson and Watkins gone for this game. I did just see Juwan Winfrey out there on the field. He should see a few more snaps, as well as potentially some Amari Rodgers appearances too. Cobb was ill. He was questioned for this game, but he is active for this game. We hand the ball off to Dillon, looking like it should have been a no gain, maybe even a loss. He fights hard for about 1 yard. We're looking at a 3rd and 5. We are in field goal range. Lazard, Cobb, and Dobbs out there on the 3rd. So they actually don't give us any yards on that. We're still looking at 3rd and 6. Balls on the Tampa 29. Rodgers operating out of the shotgun unique formation there. We just hit a bubble screen to Cobb. He picks up that 1st down and then some. Wow, good play by Cobb. Gets the ball down to the Tampa 11. So I did just get done watching the Miami and the Bills game. Bills down in Miami, not just a few more hours south of Tampa. Big issue in that game was the heat. Saw lots of players cramping, lots of players needing fluid. It'll be interesting to see if this if the heat in Tampa becomes a factor in this game, much like it was in Miami and Buffalo, it'll be important that the Packers stayed. Nope, hold on. AJ Dillon. Nope, that's Aaron Jones. Dances around, 2 or 3 yard loss. It's gonna be about third, second and 13. Second 12. 4 minutes left to go in this first quarter. We are in field goal range. Would love to still come out of here with a touchdown. Second and 12. We're back in the shotgun once again. 2 receivers down low, one up high. Holy cow, we got Tyler Davis lined up as a out wide down there, and we hit Dobbs. Nice throw by Rodgers. Had Dobbs in the slot, and we hit him. Kind of a risky throw. I thought the nickel back there for Tampa had a chance at jumping that, and if he did, would just walked in for a touchdown on the way back. 3rd and 3. Got AJ Dillon out there. I don't see Aaron Jones. I would not be opposed at running this ball on this one on 3rd and 3. In the shotgun, no surprise. Allen Lazard in the slot. Romeo Dobbs up top as well. We got 2 inline blockers down low. Just a quick little bubble screen to Dobbs and fucking touchdown. Fuck yeah. Could be a big game for Romeo Dobbs in this one. Nice. His first career touchdown. It's a good one. Good one. Just barely breaks the plane, but that is a touchdown. 6 for now. Should be 7. Great little seal block by Allen Lazard that kind of opened it up for Dobbs to be able to get that. Crosby on for the extra point. And it's good. All right, 7-3 lead. Good start for the Pack. Opening drive touchdown. Great to see Bakhtiari back out there. Also saw Mari Rodgers on some motion plays out there. He is going to get some playing time, I think, in this. So some other scores from around the league for specifically NFC North. The one I had my eye on was the Lions and Vikings game, NFC North battle. Lions were winning that entire game by multiple scores, and Minnesota came back and won that at the end. Detroit falls to 1-2 in the season. Minnesota 2-1, and also Chicago won 23-20. Houston was up in that one too for a while, and that was looking like a pretty close game. And Chicago came back. So I know it's early in the season, but it kind of puts even more pressure on the Pack to kind of come away with a W on this one. So let's hope. Let's hope. All right. Hopefully the defense is settled in a little bit. I would like to get us nice 3-and-out, get the ball right back, to be honest with you. Having our defense stay off the field for as long as possible in this first half with the heat could be pretty imperative. Have a big time impact on the second half. I feel like the more we can get Tampa's defense to stay on the field in this first half and have just long, sustaining drives. That first drive was pretty long. I don't remember how many plays it was on that drive, but we controlled the clock for about 7 or 8 minutes on that drive. So a couple more of those in the first half. Get that defense pretty gassed going into the second half. So be able to move that ball even easier, and that'll kind of open up things for the run. You should see Jones and Dillon eating pretty good in the second half. That comes to fruition. So All right, we're back from commercial break. Kickoff team. I will give Rich Bisaccia some credit. Week 2 special teams looked a lot more crisp and solid in their execution and their play than they did in week 1. So hopefully it's a sign of things to come. However, Crosby's about to kick this out of bounds almost, but he does. It is fielded by White. He gets up to about the 25. All right. So for those of you interested, the offensive line configuration that we have going into this game is Bakhtiari at left tackle. Left guard, I believe, was Runyon. Myers was the center. And we moved Newman in at right guard. And then Elton Jenkins was there at right tackle. So I would assume that's going to be our offensive line configuration going forward. Welcome, Cody.
Big Poppy is here.
I'm not sure what you've seen so far, but pretty nice
Nothing.
opening drive by us.
All I saw was the stat that Dobbs scored the touchdown. So
He did.
there's my first bold prediction.
I didn't get to the bold predictions. I was waiting for you on that, but I did say the any listeners should be. I don't know what I was gonna say. Anyway, shotgun formation, 1st and 20. We stop them. So just to catch you up here, Bakhtiari looks solid in his drive so far. Yeah, two nice seal blocks on the first 2 plays of the game, and Jones kind of sprung, got some big chunk yardage off that left side. He held
Do
up
we
pretty
have
solid.
Nijman on the bench, or did we slide him to right tackle?
So our configuration is left tackle Bach, Runyon left guard, Myers center, Newman right guard, and Elton Jenkins right tackle.
Okay.
Sent a little bit of a blitz on Brady there. Still gets it off. Russell Gage.
I kind of figured, at least for Bakhtiari's first game back, that we would probably put Nijman on the bench so he was ready to step in at left tackle if necessary. But I could potentially see in the future, if Bakhtiari looks good and looks healthy and everything, I could see us reconfiguring the line, but
Yeah.
that's down the road.
I did mention when I first started with the watch party, I'm not sure if Bakhtiari is gonna be on a snap count or not today. It is something to watch though, but he's looked solid so far. 3rd and 12, Brady out of the shotgun. We sent 4, just 4, and we do stop him short. Eric Stokes in on the coverage, and they're looking
Honestly,
at
that the ball placement from Brady was just a little bit off. If he led his man more, the guy had separation from Stokes. He might have beat him to the first down, but Brady just with an inaccurate pass there.
So interesting to note, Jerry Alexander was not in the field for that defensive series. His helmet is off and he's walking around.
Yeah, I mean, one thing to watch is I imagine with that Florida heat, I don't know what the exact temperature is today, but cramping could be a big issue with this game.
I did mention literally right before you got on, I just got done watching the Buffalo Miami game. Buffalo also being down in Miami, a couple hours south of where Green Bay is. Cramping and dehydration was a massive, massive issue in that game. You saw guys like Stephon Diggs go out that game because of cramping. Multiple offensive linemen went out because of cramping. It was a big time problem in the Buffalo game. Lots of cramping, lots of guys getting hurt and going out. So, yep.
Yeah, so I haven't even seen scores from around the league, but my girlfriend did tell me that Miami actually beat Buffalo with a
Yeah.
safety involved.
Yeah, they did. That was a pretty wild ending. Yeah. It was just a wild game. The NFC North games are kind of wild. The Lions were beating the Vikings the entire game by double-digit scores, and then Minnesota just came back there on like the last 2-minute drive and pulled it out. So Minnesota got a W over Detroit. And
we could have used Detroit to hand in a loss to the Vikings.
it was like Detroit was up by 14 points multiple times in the game, and then they just kept blowing their leads. It was like 14-0 in the first half, and then in the second half, going into the fourth quarter, it was like 24-14, and Minnesota just came back.
I mean, Detroit, like they're building up their defensive line, but they
Mhm.
just don't have a secondary.
And then Chicago pulled it out at the very end too against Houston. Houston was winning the game, and then Chicago pulled that out. So two of our NFC North rivals pulling out some dubs. Kind of makes this game, even though it's early in the year, makes it even more important that we kind of come out here with a W. So
Well, I mean, this game, when you think of it this way, Tampa's 2-0 right now. We're 1-1. If we were to lose this, that puts them 2.5 games ahead of us
mhm.
in seeding, and like their division is pretty weak.
Yeah,
So I know it's only week 3, but in terms of seeding, this
they're all
this is
important,
about
man.
as important as it can get.
Yeah, it's good first start. I went over. Oh, you know what? Since you're here, why don't I just go over some bold predictions? Since it's a commercial break as well.
My game's back now. They're showing
Oh,
Aaron Rodgers throughout the years.
what a haircut.
All right. Well,
We should.
maybe we should save
Eric,
the bold predictions until the end of the first, because there's only 33 seconds left in the first quarter.
yeah, they'll probably run just a run play or something here.
Okay,
Bakhtiari out of the
Bakhtiari
game.
on the sidelines. So
All
I
right.
wonder if this is a planned like alternate series, or if he's already having knee issues. I mean, I will say this: I feel pretty confident with Nishman.
Yeah.
Okay, so we start with a outside toss to Jones. Um, running behind Elton Jenkins out there at right tackle, picks up a solid 3-4 yards. Um, I am curious what your thoughts on the run game are today, because going back to our past performances against Tampa, we didn't have much. We kept repeatedly trying to do outside runs,
hmm
and the speed of their linebackers just crushed our run game. Do you think that changes with this game, or do you think we should be attacking the middle? What
Well,
do you
I'll
think?
let you read my keys to the game because I kind of addressed it right in the early part there. So I said it needs to be an AJ Dillon takeover game. I did say that we need to run the ball between the tackles on the offense because last couple games we've tried to do the off tackle pitches, hasn't worked as well. Also, because of their linebackers, we tried that in the last couple times against Tampa, and it hasn't worked well. So I thought that this definitely needs to be an AJ Dillon game, and we need to run it up the middle right at Vita Vea. And
Yeah, I mean
then,
that's the thing. It's
yeah.
such a tough assignment. It's not like our interior linemen are really a strength of our
hmm
team, and Vita Vea, one of the best nose tackles in the game. So
hmm
it's a tough assignment. But I mean, their linebackers are so fast. I
hmm
just don't know the outside runs will cut it. Like personally, I would use counters. I would try to use a lot of counters and
hmm
traps. But
We've been running the ball pretty well though, and so far on the first drive. So, all right, my first bold prediction is AJ Dillon is the player of the game. Kind of
how
goes
did
to
he
my
do
first
on
keys of the
the
game.
touchdown drive? Was he in, or was it a
Yeah,
Jones?
he was in on a couple. We kind of used him as that bruiser on 2 or 3 plays up the middle. He got a hard earned 4 or 5 yards each time he got the ball. Aaron Jones was kind of the one who got the chunk plays though. Picked up some pretty nice runs. Also had a really nice screen pass to AJ or not to Aaron Jones too that picked up a first down. So I think he's going to be the player of the game for my first bold prediction. And then yours already came true. Your Romeo Dobbs gets his first touchdown today. So.
Yeah, I came up with this prediction before I learned that Christian Watson was ruled out. And then this pretty much sealed it for me because there's only so many guys Rodgers can throw
Yeah.
to, and I just see I didn't actually get to see the Dobbs touchdown. Was he in
It was a
single
bubble
coverage?
screen. It was a bubble screen kind of, and then we used Lazard to block right in front of him, and he just kind of powered into the end zone. It was at like the 3 or 4 yard line, so it was a quick little screen to him. He had about 3 catches on that first drive, though. One was a real nice chunk play for about 25 yards, ran
Nice.
up and over the middle. In fact, I made a comment when I saw it that he kind of reminded me of Robert Brooks. Looked like
Yeah,
Robert Brooks there on that play, especially with the number and everything. So yeah, he's had a great first drive. My second is I think Tom Brady throws more INTs than touchdowns in this game.
pretty bold. How's Brady
Yours?
looked out there so far?
Like Brady, quick, to the point, but he's immobile. So like if you can put pressure on him, then you can do it. So
Yeah. So my bolder prediction, they're inside linebackers, Devin White and Levante David. They get a lot of press, and rightfully so. They're some of the best in the league.
for sure.
But I kind of see this as being a coming out game for Quay Walker. And Devondre Campbell had a little bit of a quiet start to the year, steady start to the year, but I suspect we're going to see a couple splash plays from our
Hmm.
inside linebackers today.
On that play we just saw there was a Bills a screen pass to AJ Dillon, kind of gets 1 yard loss on that. We're looking at 3rd and 8 on this. Um, Cole Beasley picked up a critical first down for them, like on the first third down they had today. So Beasley was already making a difference for Brady.
I mean, Beasley is probably just like Brady's like, get me a
Uh,
Wes Welker or Julian
wow, that
Edelman.
box is fucking stacked right now.
Rodgers calls a timeout.
Good call. But they had both David and White showing blitz as well as their outside linebackers. That was like an engage 8 look they had there.
Yeah,
All right.
no, and I suspect they would have pulled someone back, but
Mm-hmm.
with the clock running down, I don't think the offensive line had time to figure out who they needed to block.
All right. All right. So my boldest prediction is I think special teams gets a touchdown. Hey,
And you're gonna keep riding that horse all
uh,
season long, aren't you?
uh until we get one. Yours is probably bolder than mine though.
Yeah, I mean, in an offensive league, 10 points is not really a lot, but just with
Mm-mm.
as banged up as these offenses are, and two, on paper strong defenses, I think that the first team to 10 points, I think that changes the complexion enough
Mm-hmm.
that, if you're falling behind and opportunities to score are going to be scarce, I think that 10-point mark is going to be very important in this game.
So they're still showing blitz on this. We are in shotgun. We do move Robert Tunyon in line as a blocker. Rogers has some time,
There we go, Big
hits
Bob,
him.
Big Bob.
Yeah. Get there. First down.
All right.
Hitting Big Bob on that
That's
first down.
geez, that might have been Rogers' fourth read. Like he is
Yeah,
looking all around and finds just this a little emergency valve to Tunyon. I'm surprised how late Tunyon must have stayed in the block and then had
he
to wait.
did. He did. He had a chip block on the edge rusher coming off the side there, and then he goes out. Yeah. Wow. Close.
A big conversion there. 1st and 10, Lazard in motion.
Rogers under center. Fake the pitch. Hits
There we
Dobbs.
go.
Nice safe play. Picks up the first down, just maybe about 1 yard short, but nice
Little
play.
play action bootleg. I think Rogers' first read was probably a deep shot. It's not
Hmm.
there. He takes the flare route to Dobbs, picks up an easy 8, 9, 10 yards.
Dobbs
Um,
looking real nice in this game so far,
dude, I,
man.
I like how we're getting him involved early and
Hmm.
often. Like it's just clear to see. Like, yes, he's a young guy. He's gonna make some mistakes, but he just brings so much more juice than the vets on the team right now.
2nd and 1. 13 minutes to go in this game. Trying to see
Dude, are
what
we about to burn another timeout?
we might. Yeah, we're gonna
Oh
burn
my
another timeout.
god, you're so
So
hard about this.
Romeo Dobbs, 4 receptions, 45 yards, and a touchdown so far. Looking,
I don't know what was happening. Like the offense wasn't even lined up at the ball. Like they were still just dilly dallying around,
mhm.
and that was weird. I mean, to me, 2nd and 1, just make it an AJ Dillon down, dude.
Yeah. Um, Well, we're the king of burn timeouts, especially in the first half. So
Like it is just unfathomable how the coaching staff doesn't see that as an issue. Like, is it really so hard to believe that not having timeouts is going to be an issue in a critical game sometime?
I I wonder how many games in the LaFleur era have we either gone into halftime with timeouts remain, or we've had all three timeouts with a 2-minute drill remaining in the first half. Like, I don't know. That might be zero. It might be zero. So,
Dude, and also like timeouts, they have value for things like challenges.
mhm.
Like we don't care about timeouts at all. It's amazing to me.
What do you think about a rule change potentially sometime if a team doesn't use any of their first half timeouts, then they get a fourth timeout in the second half? I was reading someone on like Reddit that like posed that question.
Yeah,
And
I
I
mean,
was like, it's kind of interesting.
I I would think it favors not using first half timeouts so much that I think it would really restrict when teams use first half timeouts. And it would only be rare circumstances because like having an extra timeout in the second half, that could have a lot of value.
For sure. For sure with the game on the line and stuff. So
Dude, I mean, can you imagine the fan critiquing of like we already talk about clock management so much. If we brought in this strategic element of first half, second half timeouts,
they need a whole new like analytical team on the sidelines for something like it. Like, did you see it? The Broncos, Nathaniel Hackett hired a game coordinator to help him with like game management for this
well,
on the
dude,
sidelines.
I think every franchise in the NFL should do that. I think
Yeah.
there should be a clock management coach who has full authority to do whatever he wants with timeouts. And like the head coach should vest that trust in him.
Hmm.
There's so many head coaches who like you've got so much on your plate that they just time management
Wow.
slips through the
Are they
cracks.
making Tom Brady look fucking yoked in that or what? In that graphic. All right, hand the ball off to Dylan. Powers ahead for that first down. See, that's what they need to do all game long. Wow. Jenkins and Devin White getting into it.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I saw that getting chippy.
Cooper Cup touchdown there in Cardinals Rams. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, so that on that Dylan run, Dylan's actually hit at least 2 yards in the
Yeah.
backfield. He powers forward for the first.
Hmm. If we can come away on this drive with a touchdown, we're gonna be in a good spot.
We're at about midfield, first and
Yeah.
10. We motion Jones.
Resend motions.
Oh, come on.
Fuck, Rogers. Rogers, had him, just missed the throw.
Yeah,
Too
I mean,
too far in front and too low.
I do think the defender. So Rogers, he tries a dump off to Jones as the first read, and he overthrows Jones. I think that defender was closing in so fast, he probably tackles Jones if it's a
Hmm.
catch. But if Jones made a miss, that had the potential to be a real big play.
Bakhtiari's still out. I wonder if he's gonna play rest of the game, or maybe it might alternate series with him. Who knows?
Well, that's
Uh,
my thought is maybe they do alternating series. Nice run by Dylan. That was a tough seven
yeah,
yard.
nice. Picks up a third and short. Um, Cobb had a great play on third and long. It was like,
Rogers rushing up. I think
oh
do we
yeah,
get
gets
free
him.
play?
He gets some free play. Come on, are you fucking serious? Oh, they called the timeout.
Rogers looking for that free play. I hate the league. Like they've tried to put a stop to this, but the Tampa coaching staff they are aware here and call a timeout before Rogers can get a free shot.
Man, he kind of changed the game with that right there. Yeah, that sucked. That was gonna be a free. You know how many times he's burned teams with those free plays over the years?
I mean, it really it's amazing his ability to do that. I think he's the best all time at that. But at the same time, I wonder if that has reinforced this habit of running the play clock down to the last second.
Could be.
Which, like, frankly, I would rather, like, I don't like running it to the last second because that gives their edge rushers they don't have to guess
Hmm.
when the ball is going to be snapped. They can just go on the play clock.
3rd and 6, and I feel like if we can get this like if we get down to like 4th down and it's like 4th and 3 or less, I think we go for it.
Maybe it's kind of an iffy area. Let's hope we don't have to answer that question.
Yeah.
Buck showing blitz, Rogers audibles.
Where's Lazard? I want to see a spell go Lazard. Yes, it does go Lazard.
There's
First
Lazard.
down.
There's
Nice.
Lazard.
Called it. I said I want to see it go Lazard.
Also, I want to point out over the middle catch there.
Yeah. It was a slant play.
The past couple weeks, we've started working some more over the middle plays into the offense, conspicuously missing for years, and we're having some success with it.
I think once we get Watson back and he's fully healthy, he can thrive on that like slant stuff because he's fast and he's big.
Yeah, he's a physical guy.
Yeah.
All right. Oh wow.
Under
Bucs
center.
loading up to stop the run here.
Yeah, under center. Pitch play. Get that seal. Wow. Devin White comes in hard.
He does.
He does fall forward though, picks up 2 yards probably, but dang.
Yeah, Devin White, he hit him hard, and Jones is usually pretty good about protecting himself, getting low, but he took a high hit there. And he's coming out of the game. I mean, I think he's fine.
I think he's fine too, but all right, Lazard's out of the game, Cobb's out of the game, Aaron Jones out of the game. We're going heavy. Yeah, we're going heavy tight end set. We got Lewis, we got the big dog, and Tyler Davis out
I
there.
think we just had Juwan Winfrey in motion. Ooh, play action. Oh God, that was dangerous.
Real fucking dangerous, man. But
Oh,
Dylan
man.
gets it for
Man.
3rd and 1. Wow, didn't like that.
Yeah,
Nope.
Rogers' pocket closing in. Kind of thought he was going to take a sack there at the last second. He flips the ball forward to AJ Dillon, who kind of bobbles it because it hits him like as he's turning around, kind of. Dangerous pass, but it turns into a positive for us.
Almost another mishap between Rogers and AJ Dillon, just like last week.
All right, 3rd and 1.
I want to see a handoff here.
Tampa, they've got.
I know they're loading that box. Yeah, they are loading this box though. Davis, he wanted Davis. He gets Davis.
Yes.
All the way in. Tyler, that's the best play I've ever seen Tyler Davis make.
Well, dude, no one was within 20 yards of coverage on him. So
do you know what I think is pretty interesting? That we've seen a lot of Tyler Davis so far this year, which means that I haven't seen any Degora.
I haven't seen much Degora either.
Did Tyler Davis jump Degora in the depth chart?
It would be surprising if he did, considering the atrocious preseason he had.
I know. Like our coaching staff loves Tyler Davis, even though he had a terrible preseason. In my opinion,
I thought toward the end of last year, Tyler Davis was coming on strong. He did have a very bad preseason, but maybe
he blocks better. But shotgun, 1st and goal. Wow, that play clock was low.
Yeah,
touchdown, Lazard. Yes, fuck
yeah, baby. There's the victory right there. We just passed 10 points. But in all seriousness, I'm very happy with how easily we're moving the ball on offense right now.
I know this is a good defense too, man. Like,
dude, that is a nice release off the line by Lazard. A little bit of Devontae in there.
Someone's been watching him in practice.
Jukes to the outside, immediately cuts back in on the slant. Touchdown, Lazard.
Nice.
Ooh, he just threw up. Lazard,
yes, he did.
Threw up on the. Wow, it must be real hot out there.
Yeah.
I suspect we don't see Lazard until the second half now. They are probably going to go IV the fuck out of him.
I was going to say, go get that guy some IVs. Wow.
God, that is the first time in all my life I have ever seen an NFL camera capture someone throwing up on the sideline. Oh. All right, man.
Nice
Offense,
start.
Rodgers. I got to give Rodgers credit where credit is due here.
Mm-hmm.
He is playing at the top of his game right now. Just the pocket awareness, multiple times. It's looked like he was gonna take a sack, and he finds his third or fourth read to get a chunk of yards. He's I don't want to I don't want to see that strategy continue throughout the
Yeah,
game. Bound to
same.
fail at some point. But right now he is really just his uncanny pocket awareness is probably the difference in this game right now.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and update that score, boss man?
Oh yeah. I'm so bad at this. I don't even know why I do this half the time. Thank you. Thank you. Do you know what we need? We need a graphic manager who only pays attention to the graphic and takes over. Like, I don't want to do both. I don't want to do the update and commentary. I need someone else just control the computer end of it. Mm. Hey man, up 14-3 on the Bucs. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Yeah, and I mean, going back to why I made that bold prediction about the 10-point mark, both offenses are so banged up right now.
Mhm.
In the wide receiver room, and the Bucs, they're worse off because their offensive line is also banged up. Which, by the way, did you happen to see? Is their left tackle Donovan Smith? Did he?
He's out.
He's out. So they're down to
Yeah.
their third string left tackle, second string center, second
Hmm.
string left guard.
Hmm.
If they start to have to play catch up, our defense could really eat, man.
And they're out their best three receivers. Their top three receivers are gone. We're talking Russell Gage and Perryman and Cole Beasley as their top three pass catchers right now.
So Julio's out in this game.
Julio's out. Yeah, he's out. Yep. Yep.
Man, I bet you Tom was on the phone to Gronk, like, come on, man, just like
You're right.
come back for a week, like you'll collect a game check and can sit on the bench for the rest of the year.
So Fournette was questionable coming into this game too, by the way. So
Yeah, I
they
did
got.
see that.
Did you see Blaine Gabbert throwing passes on the sideline? Oh, by the way, Tom Brady's got a messed up finger too, real swollen.
I heard that he had a finger issue, but like, so they showed
Showed
it,
the
and
graphic. Yeah, it's like twice the size of like what a finger should be looking like right now. They got it
on
all
his
taped up.
throwing hand.
Yeah, it's on his ringed finger on his thrown hand. Oh, is that Lazard they have towels over?
I think so. Hmm. I
I mean,
mean,
it's I mean it's hot, man.
it
It's
it could it could be more than the heat, man, because he threw up right after that touchdown catch. Maybe the hit he took.
could be. There's also some like Cobb was sick and stuff too. Like there's like a sickness bug going around too. Oh, almost jumped it, but good play by Douglas.
Yeah. Oh,
Who jumped that? That was Keyshawn Nixon.
that's a nice open field tackle by
Look
Rasul to get off a block on that wide receiver bubble screen and
look to see if
pop
Jair's
for
out
it.
there.
He's
He's
not
not
right
out
now.
there. What's up with
Stokes.
Jair?
Hmm.
Here, you watch. I'm gonna look up and see what's up with Jair.
False start on Tampa, looks like. Yep. Just gonna put him in a 2nd and 12.
Jair Alexander's questionable to return with a groin injury. He must have got hurt on the first couple plays of the game then.
Well, man, that's if he's out, that's kind of big because we go to our third cornerback. What are we looking at? Shamar Jean Charles, or do we have Nixon in front of him?
Yeah,
Eh,
Nixon's our slot, and we moved Douglas outside.
Dude, Rasul Douglas is so aggressive.
I think he plays better on the outside than he does on the inside too. So
Yeah, I mean, he breaks on this ball and like just a perfect bang bang with the receiver. Cameron Brate. Brate does make the catch. He holds on
mhm.
through contact, but it's for a 5-yard gain, puts him in a 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7, they take Fournette out. They put the rookie Rashad White in the backfield, two up high, two down low. Beasley in motion up high. Stokes is on Beasley up top.
We bring a blitz.
We do bring
Oh,
blitz,
flag.
and there's a flag. Kenny Clark gets into that backfield quick.
Is this gonna be another false start? Another
Yeah,
false start.
nice. Brady looking a little frustrated already out there. Not what he probably imagined, envisioned on when he
Dude,
saw Green Bay on the
we're
map.
bringing multiple guys on
Yeah,
that blitz. Kind of unusual for Joe Barry.
yeah, Brady not happy. 3rd and 12. All right, I think you're gonna see a cover 2 shell on this one for sure. Um,
Yeah, I look for Brady to try going over the middle.
yeah, something quick to try to get some receivers out in front of him to block for like a slot receiver. Sean Gary with the sack gets them.
So
I,
I've noticed we've had Gary playing on the opposite side as usual, so that he can match up with their third string left tackle.
mm-hmm.
And it seems to be consistent for pretty much every defensive snap, not just like a
Mm-hmm.
mixing it up kind of thing.
Nice play, and that was on their left tackle, their backup left tackle.
Yep.
You know, even I think we had Preston on the other side. Kind of gets held up by Tristan Wirfs there, but gets the kind of
Preston
pushes that.
Smith. Preston Smith has been having a great year so
I
far.
think he's been our best defensive player this year so far. So far, not
Uh,
not bad for a guy I wanted to cut.
Come
All
on.
right, Mari with a return. Runs into his own guy. He's dancing around, picks up about 5 yards. Nothing spectacular.
Yeah,
But
I'm sorry, man. I don't think Amari Rogers should be on this team right now. Like there's no burst on his punt returns. Like it never looks like, oh man, he's gonna find a seam and blast off. Like
mhm. I just think I think being a 3rd round pick is going to give him a longer leash than most. I think.
dude, I think the leash is this year. If he doesn't show massive improvement by the end of the season, he's gone. He hasn't done anything. But
Dang.
man, this so we're up 14-3 right now.
With the
If
ball.
if we could score a touchdown here, man,
We get the
that
ball after half too.
I mean you never, I don't care how banged up this offense is, you never say die with Brady. Like
No.
he could always come back, and I do worry about, the mental lapses on our team, them potentially getting comfortable with a big
Hmm.
lead. But
I mean,
statistically, it would be pretty nice if we're up 21-3 at the half.
just ask Atlanta Falcon fans 28-3. You know, I mean, against Brady, even a 28-3 lead isn't safe against Brady. But I'll take a lead over being in the hole. So
Well, dude, and like I don't even think you have to go back as far as that Falcons Super Bowl. Last year's playoffs, Brady led like what, like a 27-point comeback against the Rams, and then his defense gives up just a deep strike bomb to Cooper Kupp to end the game.
mhm,
Like Brady almost had an epic comeback against the team that went on to win the Super Bowl, and
mhm,
if he did, who knows? Maybe he wins 2 Super Bowls in a row there.
mhm.
So I mean, he's by no means over the hill. Like, dude is still balling.
Yeah, at 45 years old, that's just wild. Ain't no way. There's not a single quarterback I think that's gonna be able to make it as long as Brady's made it. Still
Yeah, I
playing
mean,
at the high level he is too. It's insane.
it'll be interesting to see, because like obviously the rules have changed to protect quarterbacks
A
more.
lot, yeah.
But a lot of the elite young quarterbacks you see today, so much of their game is based on mobility, and you wonder, are
Hmm.
they going to be able to at age 44 or 45 still be elite? You need to be an elite pocket passer to
We
play
got we
that
got
age.
Lazard back out there.
Oh yeah, Cobby.
God, hits it. Keep going.
Oh
Keep going there,
man,
man. Keep going there, man. Wow, what a play.
dude, that
God.
is That is the best play Randall Cobb has made in like 4 years.
Yeah. For those of you who aren't watching and just listening, he picked up about 50 yards.
Yeah, so this is just it looks
Just a,
like an option, like he has the option to take the slant or the
yeah.
fade, and he goes with the fade,
And
watching Devin White's coverage.
yeah.
Rodgers hits them, and Cobb is off to the races. Yeah, like probably like 50-yard
Yeah.
gain.
And just like that, we're knocking on the red zone. Send Lazard in motion. We're in the power eye. Fuck yeah. Hand the ball off. AJ Dillon time. Yes, sir. Handing it off. Picks.
Oh,
Oh, if he could have just got by, I think that was David there. Trips him up.
yeah, yeah. Levante
He's
David just
probably in.
just gets a piece of his ankle that throws him off balance. Otherwise, he had open field ahead of him.
The only
Um,
one that was in front of him was like probably 160-pound cornerback, and you ain't gonna stop him. So,
so I mean,
man,
still, it's 6-yard gain for Dillon. Puts
yeah,
us in a 2nd and 4.
give it to him again. Eat the clock up a little bit.
All right. Yep, we're Rogers under center again.
Understand it. AJ Dillon. No, nope. We motion Tyler Davis in line, and then we also motion Lazard
I think we
to the
got an
opposite
all clear
side.
here. Snap,
And here it comes, another handoff. Picks
dude.
up first down, and we're rumbling. So if you saw it in the keys of the game, or I mentioned it when I was doing my analysis of them, I think the longer, more sustained drives that we have on the first half is going to make that defense even more gassed in the second half. And I think it's going to be a big key to this game, especially the guys like the Vita Vea in this heat. You can get him to have, 20, 30 plays on defense in the first half. Oh, he's going to be pretty gassed in that fourth quarter, man. He ain't going to be the regular Vita Vea, that we're all used to. So he is in there right now, lining up over Myers. We got both Dillon and Jones, and we hand off to Jones. Slashes, picks up 2, maybe 3. Vita Vea in there on the stop. And we got Bakhtiari back out there. They are alternating series.
Okay, very interesting approach, man. I don't think I've ever seen an offensive line
Go back like
alternate
alternate.
starters. Like they continuity is so important, but
I
I mean, with this heat, maybe
Yeah.
that's the way to go. I will say, running on the right side behind Jenkins and Newman, wow. Since Jenkins came in and kicked Hansen out of the
Mhm.
lineup and kicked Newman back to his guard spot, that blocking has been so much more impressive.
Another hard fought 3-4 yards by Dylan. We are looking at a third and goal now on about the 4-yard line. Um, if we don't score a touchdown here, you taking a field goal, or you going for a touchdown?
I take the points.
At this point, we're up. Yeah, it would make it a legit 2-score game.
Legit 2-score game when their offense is banged up. We're
Hmm.
on the road in
And
the
we
heat.
get the ball back after half
Um,
too.
yeah, I'd take the points. Now I feel like this is going to be a scheme a guy open play here.
It's got to be this
Um,
defense. I don't like the way this defense is looking right now. It just looked tough. The formations look tough.
oh, come on.
Oh,
Well,
and he fumbles.
that's not a catch.
They're gonna rule that fucking catch. I bet. I bet they rule that a catch. And they do. They rule it a catch and fumble.
I don't think that's a catch. I want to see a replay of this.
Does he make a football move? Dude, Aaron Jones has such a hard time against Tampa.
All right. 1, 2.
It's a catch. It's a catch. It's a catch and fumble. God damn it, man.
I mean, I'll say this. He took a hell of a shot into the back that forced that fumble.
Dude, Aaron Jones has such a hard time against Tampa.
I mean, that's tough. Aaron Jones is our best offensive skill position player. Uh, if he's not playing at his best, it makes it that much more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
We have an opportunity to go up 21-3 there. Instead, Tampa recovers that in the end zone, so they'll be starting at the 20, and they've got plenty of time on the clock.
Plenty of time. So yeah, that's a touchback too. So yeah, on the 20. Oof, man. Not good. Not good.
Damn, dude, their inside linebackers are so good.
I know. Which one was it that hit him? Was it David or
I
I can't believe David's still playing at such a high level too.
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah.
I think it was Devin White, but I didn't get a great look.
You know what? And not for nothing, their inside linebackers have stayed healthy too. Like I don't think either of them have missed any games over the last since Brady's got there. So
Man,
God damn it. This is goes to my keys to the game. I said, like, you gotta finish drives. You can't have this bullshit like we had last week in Chicago, man.
I don't know what it has been this year. Like usually the like absolute strength of our team has been protecting the football. These
Mm-hmm.
first three games, we have like 5 fumbles.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so someone's get Stenovich has got to get in there and start preaching ball security. Because that's huge. That is a massive turnover. Like if Tampa is able to march down the field and get a touchdown here, completely shifts momentum, makes it a one-score game again. I want the defense to step up and answer here. I want to see a pick six.
I'm checking for injury updates at the moment. I'm pretty sure Jair is gonna be out for the game. Yeah.
Dude, Dobbs was open too. Dobbs
Yeah.
beat his man.
Nothing to challenge on that one either. All right, Brady. Two
All right,
minute
we
drill for
bring
Brady.
pressure. Nice open field tackle by
By
Amos.
Amos. That's the
There's a
best play.
flag.
That's the best play I've seen Amos make all season. And there's a flag. Holding on offense.
That was my first thought, but I could also see illegal contact in the secondary because the flag
Um,
was
for
further down.
came in from the secondary. Brady doesn't look. Yeah. Shit.
All right, yeah. Now we're gonna start giving them. All right, I mean that was an easy call, dude. Douglas got his hand right in Scotty Miller's face mask, and then yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
was very handsy there. That was no good. We can't be spotting them opportunities here.
And if they come away with points on this when we were knocking on the door, man, it's all of a sudden it's just a ball game all over again, man.
I mean, this goes back to week 1 against Minnesota. Like getting down to the goal line, like we should have scored at least 2 more touchdowns in
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota. Um, just kind of sloppy play to open the year. Like the offense has actually moved the ball surprisingly well in
Yeah.
every game.
Yeah. We just
Been
can't
able
finish.
to be consistent
Yeah.
and close things out.
Yep, I think that was my fourth key of the game. I mean, we got to finish drives. You have to finish drives. You can't leave points on the field when there's to be had. So, man, we'd be averaging over 30 points a game probably if we just executed on our drives. Like the offense would be humming along just fine. So,
Dude, I
damn,
mean, here's it like this stretch of fumbles in these first 3 games.
at least one every game.
I can't think of a stretch like this that we've
Not
seen. Like not you got to go back to
Amon Green
well even like Green overcame his fumbling issues.
eventually.
I'm thinking maybe to, like some of those bad like 4 and 12 years. Like Sam Congato out there.
I remember Ty Montgomery used to have a hard time holding on the ball at times too. But
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna keep thinking positive thoughts and remind myself of the Seahawks playoff game where Ryan Grant fumbled twice in the first quarter, and then went on to have like over 200 yards rushing, and we blew him out.
I was just gonna say like it's on Aaron Jones now to like elevate his play and make up for that fumble now. Like you gotta play lights out the rest of the way, dude. Be the solution, not the problem in the second half.
One thing I've noticed on offense so far is we're not really doing the offensive line any favors. Like it seems like we have a lot of long developing routes that we're running, and Rogers is like I don't feel like the line is giving up instant pressure, but Rogers is back there for
Mhm.
3-4 seconds.
Get
It's
there,
tough.
get there, get there, get there. Man, you cannot be giving up these plays. I mean, this is Brady football. Just dinking and dunking and
Well,
slowly
yeah, I
moving
mean
the
he
ball on the
picks
field.
out who's matched up on Devontae Campbell there. You got a receiver on an inside linebacker. That's
We're
an
playing
easy
way off. We're playing so
goes
far
right
off.
back to him. Goes
Yep.
right back to the exact same route, and we're in the exact same coverage. He's going to keep attacking Campbell until we switch it up. I haven't seen Quay Walker out there.
I saw him not on this drive. I haven't been looking for him. I know he's been out there.
Okay,
He's
he's in
out there.
there
He's in the middle.
closing. Yeah, I would rather have Walker
We
on
don't.
Brady.
Yeah, we don't have him lining up over a receiver though.
All right, dude.
That was
Wow,
that was that was Walker's assignment. That guy was Walker. You could even see him put his hands up. He was confused. That was Walker's guy.
dude, this
Shit.
is classic Tom Brady football. Just gonna take 7, 8, 9 yards at a time, right over the middle of the field with dump offs. All right, Walker on a blitz. Brady easily gets rid of it. First down.
Shit. He's in bounds though. That clock running.
Yeah, they got 2 timeouts, so they
Oh
don't
yeah,
win.
they do got two. And they're in Green Bay territory. They're on the 40.
Even a field goal technically makes this a 1-score game.
Yeah. We got Evan Barre out there.
Okay. Uh, Russell
Douglas
Douglas gets his
with a
hands
ham.
on that ball, bats it down. Um, it's not like he had particularly great position. This was more like Brady's going for the back shoulder, and I don't think
Yeah, it was just.
ready.
I
Or
mean,
actually, I guess
he did get his
Brady's
hand.
ball placement
Yeah.
could have been better. So he goes
Boom.
right back to the over the middle stuff. Fumble, fumble, fumble,
Yeah,
fumble,
get
fumble.
there, get it, get it, get it, get it.
Just go down, you fucking idiot. Jeez.
Oh, oh, I love it when you get going.
Dude, like Savage out there trying to make plays,
Mhm.
and he's got the entire Tampa offense coming to tackle him. No, dude, just we've secured the ball. Please go down and be safe. That's Quay Walker who forces that fumble. Him and Amos combine on the tackle, and Walker comes in. It's not a clean peanut punch, but he comes in with a punch, and that forces.
Definitely a fumble though.
Yeah, I think that was hands down a fumble. Although knowing, the refs, it's in Tampa, they might try to review this.
Well,
Uh,
we can come away with some points still on this then.
well, I mean, so the field position's not great. So I think we're probably at like our own 30.
We got one timeout
Only
still.
got one timeout because we burned the other two.
It's Brady. You gotta try to get some points.
I
That's
I
my move.
I suspect that we're gonna go with a very safe play on first down. If it picks up yards, then maybe we get aggressive. If it doesn't, we probably run out the clock. Now, if we had Christian Watson in the game, this is when I would say, "Hey, man, take your deep shot."
Yeah, we don't. To be honest with you, at the moment, we don't have a burner. We don't have a deep threat right now. I mean, Dobbs would probably be the best we got.
Do you know if Samori Tor is
He's
active?
no, he's inactive today.
I'm surprised with how thin our receiver room is.
We activated Winfrey over
Yeah,
Torre.
which Torre is actually on the 53, whereas Winfrey is practice
Hmm.
squad, I think.
Yeah.
Um, but I think Torre has some speed.
Yeah, I think usually those seventh round picks, like you take them because they have good intangibles. They're just super raw. So I think speed's kind of his. In fact, I'm gonna look that up real quick. He is 6'1", 191. He ran a 4.48 40-yard.
Okay, so I mean, not
Not
bad.
blazing fast, but
Okay, yeah, I mean that's a
Romeo
clear and
Romeo
obvious.
Dobbs is a little bit faster. He ran a 4.47. Who was that? Perryman? Rashad Perryman that fumbled?
Yeah, Perriman. And they showed again. Quay Walker has a nice punch to force that fumble.
Best play he's made.
Hey man, I told you this game's gonna be his coming out party.
Mm-hmm.
Rogers in the shotgun, 1st and 10.
40 seconds. Yeah, okay. It is under a minute.
Looks
We
like
might.
they're in man. I think Rogers might take a shot here.
We got Lazard in the slot. Well, no, Cobb's in the slot.
All
Oh
right.
my God, takes a shot.
Get up to the line. So the Tampa blitzes, which forces Rogers to take the hot read to Bob
Mm-hmm.
Tunyon. If we had a faster guy in that spot, he had room to run. All right, Rogers throws the ball away, running out of time. Newman got beat on that.
Ooh, do we have Bach out there for this drive?
I haven't seen.
Tom looks like he's like regretting his decision to come back and play this year, but his team is 2-0.
Yeah, I mean I don't think anything on the field is making him regret stuff. Mainly just the turmoil in his home life right now.
33. We got Yosh out there.
Honestly,
All
I
right.
would just run a draw, man. Instead, we take a deep shot. All right, it's no one in the area.
All right, and we're punting.
Yeah, so I mean, the reason why I said I would run a draw is because now we got to put our special teams out there, and knock on wood, they've played solid for the first couple games, but I still don't trust them.
Hey, special. This is a trick play.
Dude, wouldn't that be something?
When's the last time we've done a trick play on special teams?
I don't. You probably got to go back to the Brett Favre days.
Maybe that might be my boldest prediction next week. We run a trick play.
All right,
Nice
who is
play.
that tackle? Is 20 Rudy
Is that
Ford?
Levitt? Oh,
No,
yep.
that was
Rudy Ford. That's the guy we got from Jacksonville.
Dude, one-on-one tackle. He beat his man and just rushed down there. Great special teams play.
All right. So we're knocking right there on the goal line. We don't come away with any points, but we don't let Tampa have any points either. So we'll be going into the half. Oh my God, Cody. Oops. I just realized it said first quarter this whole fucking time. All right, we get
to run out the clock.
Yeah.
All right, man. So my immediate concern here is halftime adjustments. Brady teams have historically always been excellent at halftime adjustments, whereas LaFleur teams not so much. I don't expect we're going to move the ball as easily in the second half as we have in the first, which makes that goal line fumble all the more important.
Yeah, I would like to see us even commit to the run even more in the second half to try to.
I would really like to see AJ Dillon start grinding them down.
He's had a few carries, but I'd like to see his carries doubled in the second half more. Like maybe give him a few more carries and a little less to Aaron Jones. Use Aaron Jones as more of like a receiver out there.
Well, I also think that AJ Dillon, I think his style of running, he won't get tired and wear out quite as fast because like he's not getting up to top speed every play. Like, some of these runs, like it's not going to exert a ton of energy. Whereas Jones, he's trying to hit a hole and immediately burst to full speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I think we could ride Dillon in the second half to really start to wear down that defensive line.
Yeah, AJ Dillon's only got 25 yards rushing right now. He's got 7 carries for 25 yards. He's got 2 catch.
Dude, Jacksonville's up 16-7 on the Chargers.
Jacksonville's played well this year so far. Yeah,
Yeah,
they played well.
it is interesting to, if you look back at guys like Peyton Manning had an awful rookie season, like threw like over 20 picks or something. And then the next year he became Peyton Manning.
You should get a good smile on your face after this one. Devontae Adams Raiders are 0-3.
I literally told you when that trade happened, I'm like, wow, like Devontae is he wants to go to a team that might finish fourth in that division. Um,
Yep.
I
They're 0 and
personally,
3.
I picked the Chargers to win the division, but Kansas City is playing real well. Um, I think both of those teams are definitely ahead of the Raiders. It's kind of between the Raiders and the Broncos fighting for that 3 spot.
So Devontae, he had a good first quarter and then he like didn't do anything. He had 5 catches for 36 yards and a touchdown. His touchdown came in the first quarter.
I
So
will say this: he scored a touchdown in every game so far, right?
mm,
I
has it
know he
been
scored
every
one
game?
last week, but he only had like 1 or 2
2 catches,
catches
yeah.
total.
Yeah, he might have them. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, he scored 1 touchdown in every game. Last year he had only 2 catches for 12 yards. But yeah, the touchdowns are kind of keeping him going right now. Let's see what else is going on in the league here. Atlanta and the Seahawks are tied at 17-17. Let's see what's some other games around the league. Yeah, the Chargers Jacksonville one's pretty interesting. Oh, the Rams are winning 13-3 over the Cardinals.
Dude, Cardinals have not looked good this year.
Did we play them this year too? I think we do play the Cardinals
I,
this
I
year.
don't. No, I don't think so. I think I think the only NFC West team we play is the Rams because we both finished first in our divisions.
So we have done a pretty good job on Leonard Fournette, by the way. He has 5 carries for 15 yards.
Yeah, you got to think
Mm-hmm.
Tampa's game plan that they would like to be running him more than 5 times in the half.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, he's looked physical out there. They did a little dump off to him when they were running their 2-minute drill where he was singled up on Rasul Douglas, and I saw Douglas hesitate and kind of like back up to not take on the full impact. And Douglas is a super aggressive tackler.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I mean that's they're still in this game. It's they can keep running the
Yeah,
ball.
easily.
They don't have to go to the pass.
Let me look at some stats for this game right now to see what we're looking at here at half. Not GameCast, box score. Yeah, both Rodgers and Brady have been efficient throwing the ball. Rodgers is 15 of 18 for 171 yards and 2 touchdowns, no picks, 143 quarterback rating, so he's pretty high up there. Brady only has 1 incompletion, 13 of 14 for 110 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Interesting note, Rodgers is not taking a sack today. No sacks. Brady's taking 2.
Yeah, dude. I think that's gonna change if they don't switch up the passing game in the second half because he's come close a lot of times.
Yeah, they're gonna send more pressure, I think.
Yeah, and also 18 pass attempts in the first half. Like,
Yeah,
come on, man! Like, how many rushing attempts do we have? I think that
13,
balance is.
13.
Oh, I guess that's not too bad.
AJ Dillon has
A lot of
7.
plays
Aaron
in the
Jones
first
has
half.
6. Yeah. So between Dillon and Jones, they're pretty evenly split too. Um, yeah. Cobbs are leading. Well, depends how what you want to categorize it as. Cobbs has the most yards, two receptions, 57 yards. Dobbs has the most receptions. He's got 4 for 44. Tyler Davis has one big one for 23. Tanyan 2 for 17. Lazard 2 for 13, a touchdown. Jones 2 for 11, and Dillon 2 for 6. So Rodgers is spreading the ball around. He's at 15. He's got 15 completions between 7 different receivers. So
Yeah, I mean, I'll say one thing I've noticed in that first half is it really seems like Tampa's not respecting our tight ends at all, and just kind of letting them, run free or maybe have one guy in coverage. Um, and we haven't used our tight ends at all through the first 2 games, like literally maybe a couple catches. Um, I could see that being an area to exploit in the second half. I don't expect Randall Cobb to get any more 50-yard catches for us. Who
Mm.
knows how effective Lazard is going to be after throwing up on the sideline there.
He's been playing though. He's been
I,
out there.
I would have given the guy a damn chance to rest. That's great.
He's probably getting some fluids at right now at halftime though. So who knows? Maybe he was just, maybe it was more the hit he took. Like it just kind of jarred him loose a little bit.
I think that would be worse, man, if you get hit
You
so
should
hard
have
you throw up.
you should have seen the hit that Tua Tagovailoa took today. Got taken to the locker room for a concussion evaluation, ended up coming back, but he got a late hit and got up and started walking and just kind of like literally got those like wobble legs and just like fell right back down as he was
And did
walking.
he came back in the game?
Yeah, yeah. His teammates helped him up. He
See, I
walked off fine, but yeah,
I
he
would think
cleared concussion protocol.
I would think there's going to be an investigation into how they ran protocol there.
I know this. If Tua didn't play that second half, Miami doesn't win the game. So
um,
he has played well.
who put the hit on him?
Matt Milano. Who had a pretty bad day today was Justin Jefferson.
He had a bad day last week too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently, it's just Joe Barry doesn't know how to play defense.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, well, he refuses to adapt his zone coverage.
yeah. So I'm kind of just
I would like
looking
to
at.
see I'd
Sorry,
like to
go ahead.
see like more than like a 4 or 5 man blitz at least once. I know it's sometimes a bad day to blitz Brady, but if we
Yeah,
can get home, man.
I'm actually surprised at the amount we blitzed in this game.
Holy shit. Do you see the Bills fucking offensive coordinator just flip out and start throwing his shit?
I got something else on my TV. I got local stuff here.
I'm gonna find it for you.
Um, yeah, I'm surprised at how much we've been blitzing Brady. To be honest, like history has shown the way to beat him is an effective 4-man rush and play coverage. I like the occasional blitz, especially to put pressure on that beat up offensive line. But as that 2-minute drive showed, like Brady will eat you up. He'll find where he needs to go and take the yards that are available.
I'm gonna find it.
It needs to be Rashawn Gary, Preston Smith, and Kenny Clark that are the ones collapsing the pocket.
Here, look at this. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Dude, holy shit, is he pissed?
What a child. Does he throw it something at the camera?
Well, he like throws his playbook at it, and it like I'll play one more time. Just
That's great.
someone got pretty butthurt.
Needs some anger management.
Hmm. I'm not sure if it was in relation to a specific player or not, but they just showed it on TV. I'm surprised they even showed that on TV since it's bad coping skills. But
Yeah, man. So I'm looking over the stats for the game so far, and I really do think that there's an opportunity for our tight ends. We actually haven't done a ton of passing to the running back so far. Really only dump off stuff.
yeah, I know.
And God, dude, that Jones fumble was huge.
I
This
know.
could get
I
different.
don't want that to come back and be something at the end of this game.
Looking at their receivers, really Rashad Perryman's the only one who's done anything. The rest, it's like they're averaging, 5 to 7 yards a catch. That's really not very good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so far their defense, no sacks. But I would like to see a shift in the offensive game, at least for the passing, switch things up in the second half,
Mm-hmm.
keep them off balance and try to keep Rodgers upright.
So I think it's almost even more imperative now to not let them get any type of momentum, and it makes getting a touchdown on this opening drive in the second half kind of even more important, I think. Like going up 21-3 and then killing some time off the clock here in the third quarter. I think that's imperative almost.
Dude, I mean,
Like the worst thing we could happen is going 3 and out and all of a sudden we punt the ball back.
in
That'd be terrible.
the LaFleur era, I feel like mental toughness has been an issue.
Mhm.
We've seen the team getting blown out when things go poorly early, and we've also it's incredibly rare to see us blow someone else out because it seems like every time we build a lead, we let our foot off the gas and let someone back in the game. And this has really been consistent for the 3 years now, the fourth year of the LaFleur era. And that's something I'd really like to see cleaned up is
Mhm.
maintaining a full 60 minutes of focus.
Mhm. What do you think they do in the locker room, to be honest with you? Like, because it's been real bad. Like third quarters have been the worst quarters that we've had as a football team in the LaFleur era. Like always shooting ourselves in the foot or coming out flat. I just don't know. Like if clearly it should be something that they recognize in the offseason, at least one of the years, and they go try to correct it and they don't.
Yeah, man, I don't know. That's
Wow.
if I look at one thing about Matt LaFleur that has been disappointing so far in his very successful start to his career, it's his lack of ability to adapt to things. He's very, very slow to adapt
Hmm.
in game, in season. Um, hopefully that's something that he is learning from and can grow.
Well, we'll get a chance to see if it's not an issue in this game as Aaron Rodgers and the Pack take the field. It was a touchback, I believe, so we'll be getting the ball up to 25-yard line. So let's see if we can march it down 75 yards and come away with 7. Bakhtiari back out there.
Bakhtiari, yeah, that's the first thing I went to look for.
Aaron Jones in the backfield. DeGore out there. Dobbs.
Dobbs. Dude,
Stay close.
he's got
Look at
the
that
juice, man.
shiftiness. Hey, we might have something there, man.
Oh, late flag. Are they gonna
Fuck, it's holding. It's holding.
illegal block in the back on Lazard?
Guess what? This is the worst thing that could possibly happen. Now we're come on. Come on. It's a 5-yarder.
They
I think
haven't
so.
shown.
I think it's first and
I
15.
I think it's 5 as well, but I'm not certain. They haven't shown.
God damn it, man.
All right, so
No.
first and 12. So I guess they do 5 yard. That's weird because Dobbs
5 yards from the spot of the penalty, I think it what is what it was or something.
Dobbs had more than 3 yards on that pickup though. That's weird. I don't know. They go back to roughly the same thing. Bucs are ready for it.
Vastly not as good of a player though. But we're looking at 2nd and 9. Don't go 3 and out. Don't go 3 and out.
Dude, I
Going
mean,
going 3 and out would be
I
terrible right
like
now.
that they're trying to make Dobbs a part of the game plan. I just wish that they would trust him to do more than screens.
We're gonna run on this play. I'm pretty sure we got Big Dog and Tyler Davis out there right now.
Dude, we haven't really called Big Dog's name at all in these first 3 games. And
I don't
last
want him
year,
to
he made some nice catches for us. Like he kind of would go unnoticed by the defense and could pick up some yards.
shotgun. We hand ball off to Jones, slashes, picks up a nice 6 yards.
Yeah, dude,
Six,
there was a
seven.
nice hole open
Um,
there on the left side.
who the hell do we have out there? Who was that on offensive line? It was someone I didn't even recognize.
I saw Royce Newman was in the front polling, or no,
Was that
no, I
Newman
think it
I
was
saw?
actually I think it was Runyon out in front.
I
No,
thought
no,
I saw I thought I saw Hanson. I thought I saw like an H on the back of a jersey. But I could be wrong. All
yeah,
right,
I don't.
3rd and 3. Important to pick this up here.
All right. Ooh,
Uh,
Bakhtiari might have had a false start there. They don't call
come
him.
on, come 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 on.
Uh,
Oh my God, fuck.
that is a very, very rare dropped pass by AJ Dillon.
And 3-and-out, man. Did not want to go fucking 3-and-out. I hate playing Tampa. This sucks. Put the onus back on the defense now. Ah, shit.
So we run that fake punt.
Do it. Fucking run it. Come on. You got 6 back there, whoever 6 is. God damn it. Rich Versace is a pussy.
All
Come
right.
on. Quay
Solid coverage.
Walker.
So
Quay Walker in there on that coverage.
it's going to put Tampa starting at their 20-yard line. Yeah, dude, 3-and-out was not good. Coming out with penalties, like
Damn,
and
man.
at a certain point, I really don't care who your personnel is. Like yes, there's a difference between 4.2 speed and 4.5, but when you're looking at 4.3 and 4.5, and you're actually playing football and there's contact, the speed difference isn't huge.
Hmm.
So I don't care who's out there. We need to take a deep shot eventually.
Yeah.
Like, Tampa has been crowding close to the line of scrimmage pretty much all game, and we keep running these bubble screens and shit.
Hmm.
Like, they're an aggressive defense. They're gonna jump something eventually.
I know. And you let someone like Tom Brady just stick around, he's gonna make you pay late in the game, man. Eventually he's gonna find your weakness and he's gonna capitalize. Just you gotta keep your foot on the gas all game long and you have to convert. I mean, it's the only way you're gonna beat a team as talented as the Bucs. I mean, the Bucs are a team we're gonna see again in the postseason, most likely, barring catastrophe by them. But
So if I'm the Bucks here, knowing that Jair Alexander's out of the lineup, so that means we're down to
Stokes and Douglas and Nixon.
I'm looking at Nixon as the man that Brady's going to be attacking. We're going to see a lot of slot action, a lot
I
of
feel like I feel like Nixon's played okay though so far. I'm not saying that he's an improvement or is going to hold his own or is not going to break down, but I think he's played better than what we've had in the past when we've gotten injured.
yeah. I mean, he certainly he hasn't gotten burned one-on-one.
He's got speed, and I'll give him that. So he ain't going to get burned too often. But yeah, I think at the moment their slot guy is Cole Beasley, which I do like my chances with a guy who's been through training camp and on our team and familiar a little bit against the guy that they literally signed on Tuesday. So
Yeah. But I mean, I will say Beasley, he's had success the past 2 years.
yeah, he's
Oh,
savvy. I'm surprised they went with Beasley and not Edelman. I heard saw something like Edelman was a little kind of butthurt that he didn't get a call, but
I think Edelman's toast. All right, so they open
hand
with a
off to Fournette and Quay Walker in on the tackle, but he picks up a solid 7 or 8 yards. And they're looking at 2nd and 2.
yeah, that was the line of scrimmage looked very crowded, but Fournette kind of burst through and isn't even touched until
All
Walker.
right. Brady's kind of going quick on this. Hurry up offense.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, this is gonna be a classic Brady drive. Like they found a weakness at the end of the
Mhm.
half, and they are going to exploit it. And
3rd and 1.
adapt. All right, 3rd and 1. Um, I gotta be honest with you, I'm not feeling great about it, but
No, I don't ever feel good about 3rd and 1s.
oh, come on.
Yep.
Dude, we had him behind the line of scrimmage
Yep.
and no one wraps up, so he just sidesteps and powers forward for the first. I will never ever understand why we play
Come
Eric's.
on.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, come on. Are you gonna
What?
call?
Are you fucking serious? For what? For what?
Yeah. No, he kind of wraps
Dude,
Savage kind of wraps his arm around Bray. It's not much, but it's
what
there.
has Savage done this year?
He recovered the fumble earlier this game, and then
Well,
he tried to run around like a
I
maniac.
feel like any safety could have just picked the ball up. He needs to pick his game up. We have Enigbari out there way too much, I feel like right now. Every time I look at the edge rusher on the bottom of my screen, it's 55 Enigbari.
Yeah, man, our edge depth blows.
And JPP gone, signed with the Ravens this year. That was a guy that we kind of talked about earlier in the week. We'd like to see bring in under a reasonable deal. I never did see his deal that he got, but I can't imagine it would be too much.
It's I heard that it has the potential to fumble.
Yes,
They're probably gonna call that incomplete pass. I bet.
rule it. No, Gage is
All right.
all right. They gave it to us,
They
but they're gonna
rule it
review
a
it though.
fumble. I bet you it gets reviewed. Because
Jaron Reed with
that was very bang bang. I feel like as soon as he cut, all right, so he turns one.
that's fumble. That's a fumble, baby. He makes a
Okay,
football move. He turns to move upfield, and as soon as he turns
yeah,
to move
I
upfield,
think I
that's a
think
fumble.
turning probably. I guess they've changed the rules so much it's hard to keep track
Yeah,
of
they
what.
change them every year.
Yeah, because it used to be like what was it, 2 steps and a football move or
Mhm.
something. I don't know. But they ruled it a fumble on the field and go to commercial. So if Tampa wants the chance to challenge it, they certainly have the opportunity. Um, lot of fumbles in this game, man.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, we are still week 3, and some of these teams just take a little bit longer to round into form. I mean, hopefully, you hate to say it or see it because every week's important, but maybe it's just something that we got to just get cleaned up for the second half of the run here. But hopefully, this is the end of it here soon. Fumbles have never been an issue for the most part over the last few years under Matt LaFleur. This has by far been the worst so far.
Yeah, and I mean, especially last week,
Hmm.
both fumbles were a direct result of mental errors.
Hmm.
Uh, the, Jones has fumbled today. Like it sucks, but I'm not gonna blame him, man. He was wrapped up and then took a huge hit to the back. Like that, it's
Well,
really tough to prevent a fumble in that scenario.
I I do want to amend what I just said. Fumbles have not been an issue for the Packers over the last couple of years until the playoffs start, and then they've been literally a difference maker in the playoffs. 2 years ago in Tampa, Aaron Jones's fumble immediately after halftime
Yeah.
changed the whole flow of that game, put us behind the 8 ball, and then Big Dog's fumble when we were driving against San Francisco, looking to go up 14-3. That killed us. We would have won the game if Big Dog doesn't fumble that. So
Yeah, so
yeah,
I don't want to rehash the playoffs right now, so I'm gonna jump back to a couple things that I had started seeing, but then the game action took over. Um, but oh yeah, that's punched right out
who
by
punched it?
I can't see. God damn, they should just
Yeah.
give stats on it. Anytime there's a turnover, they should have a graphic that says this person caused this.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, so
I
as I
wonder
was
if
saying,
that was Shmar Jean Charles.
JPP, his contract, it could escalate to 5.5 million.
Oh shit, that's a
Um,
pretty good deal then.
but what I saw was that the Ravens only have 5.4 million in cap, which means that the escalators are probably very unlikely to take
Hmm.
place, and that it's more realistically a vet minimum deal with the potential to escalate.
Shit, they
So,
got they
so
got less money than us. So Dobbs, we hit Dobbs on that first down play for like 2 yards. Not big, but it does get a completion.
All right.
Gets us going in the right direction. Ball is in Tampa territory already. Rodgers on the shotgun takes back. He's got plenty of time. Hits the big dog,
No,
or
there's
hits Big Bob. Hits Big Bob for 3 yards, 3-4.
I did not like Big Bob's cut there. He tries to go to the outside. I think if he cut inside, he probably could have picked up another 3-4 yards at least.
What's up with Dobbs? He's pointing at something. What's he need?
I think he got poked in the eye or in the face or
He's
something.
got bloody nose or something.
Yeah.
So we got Cobb in there. We got Lazard in there.
Third and
We got
4.
Juwan Winfrey out there. We got Winfrey taking the spot for Dobbs in
Dude,
this
this is
package.
a big one. We're past
Holy
midfield
shit.
here.
We got Robert Tunyon up high. Okay, thank God we move him in
The
line.
middle of their defense is wide open. I would have run.
Yeah, and then they just blitz. Come on, go over the middle. Oh my God, who the fuck was that? Why?
Juwan Winfrey. Rodgers tries to throw a back shoulder to Juwan Winfrey in double coverage. Although there is
We
a
get
flag.
flag. Okay.
Is this going to be roughing the passer?
Because I was
No, illegal shift on the offense.
what?
I don't like Rodgers' call there. He goes to Juwan Winfrey in double coverage, expecting a
Go
back
over the
shoulder.
middle because the middle linebacker blitzes. Well, he doesn't blitz, but he moves up. I'm watching him right now. He's gonna go up.
Well,
If
dude,
we send Tynion over the middle, Tynion could have been wide open if he just ran over the middle. God damn it! What the fuck?
do you see the way they lined up? There was like a 6-foot gap in the middle of their defensive line. If we just did a draw to Jones, that would have been an easy first down.
Here we go again.
Dude,
Every time we play fucking Tampa, we get turnovers and we can't do. We get 3 and outs with them.
dude, Rudy Ford is. Or wait, no, that wasn't Ford. Who was
Is that
that?
Nixon? Is that Nixon? Yeah.
Nixon, our special teams actually making a bit of a difference here. Pinning them deep at like the 2-yard
2?
line, maybe.
Yeah. It's got to be about 2. Hey, we gotta get a big push, man. Getting a safety here would be great, or getting them a 3 and out. Make them run 3 straight times.
I would love to see Kenny Clark step up in this moment.
What I want to see here, take your safeties and play cover 2. All right, play them back a little bit, but press with your corners. Like, Brady's gonna throw something quick. Press with your corners. Don't play fucking zone.
So, bro, this takes me back to something that I had started to say earlier, and then we got sidetracked. I don't know what it is. You draft a guy like Eric Stokes, who literally has 4.2 speed. Like, he has rare elite speed, like even by NFL standards. Like, his speed is incredible. And you play him 12 yards off the ball 90% of the time. Are you kidding me? He should be playing press coverage every single snap. He's got the speed to recover. It boggles my mind. I really don't get it. And it's with Stokes. Like, we'll play Douglas in press. We play Jair in press.
But we won't.
Stokes is always 10, 12 yards off the ball.
I don't know if that's. I don't know. I don't know if it's a scheme thing or if there's a method to that. I don't know. I haven't noticed that too much, but I'm gonna start paying attention to it now.
Dude, I mean, I wonder if maybe they think because he's so fast, he could like bait a quarterback and then break on the ball. But
Maybe.
thus far in his career, he hasn't shown those instincts. Oh God, dude!
I think we're gonna have a ball game no matter what, man. Like, it will suck if we don't pull out a dub on this because we've already had multiple. It should be like 28-3 right now, to be honest with you. We've had so many chances. It's just like fucking Chicago again, just like last week. Multiple chances and we can't fucking finish.
It's for sure. It's been a very sloppy start to the year, man.
All right, we got Kenny Clark. We got Enik Bari out there again. Where's Rashawn Gary? Is he hurt?
I don't know.
Hold on,
I
I'm
think
looking
Barra
that up.
ain't gonna do it. Wow, Brady's lucky he gave a high pass to Fournette there because Rasul Douglas might have gotten a safety. Like Fournette would have been catching that at the 1 yard line, and Douglas was closing the tackle. He probably could have pulled him into the safety. Hey, look at Brady over there trying to hype up his receiver after a fumble. Like he's not like Rodgers rolling his fucking eyes. He's going over and saying like, "Hey man, we got this."
Oh, all right, he just dropped.
Is one of the receivers hurt? Okay,
All right, 3rd and 10. They
yeah,
get something
Perriman.
gimpy.
Or no, that's Gage at 17, I think. He falls on his own and he gets up. Yeah, he's holding his hammy and he gets
Yeah.
up limping.
Okay.
Um,
He went back to the huddle though, and now he's coming out.
Yeah, he's going out of the game.
I did a quick search on Gary. I didn't see any updates saying that he was
He's in the
hurt.
game right now.
Okay,
I
there he
think
is.
maybe he's just taking a play off.
All right. Get after him. Get after him. I am surprised they have not run
Come on,
at
come
all.
on.
Come on.
Oh, come on, dude.
Okay. All right. Hey, we get the ball back though.
Yeah,
3 and out.
I feel like Campbell had an opportunity to pick that, and he was so focused on tackling his man rather than, making a splash play. Oh, I guess maybe he didn't. Yeah, the ball kind of bounces back behind him.
It's also Scotty Miller, who's like 3 times faster than Campbell is.
Yeah. All right. How about the special teams blocks the ball for your touchdown here?
I did say special teams touchdown. I didn't say how.
I know, man.
Come on. Get in
gonna
there.
come true eventually, right?
Get in there. 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 Come on.
Oh fuck, dude!
And we hit it. And we fucking hit the punter. Is a flag coming? But come on, Amari.
A very late flag. Oh god damn, Amari just
Wow.
took it.
So that flag came in so late that it can't be for punter, I would hope.
I would think it's probably going to be, some sort of blocking thing as the play happens, but their kicker does go down, no doubt about it. All right, dude.
No, he got pushed in. He got pushed in. That's not a flag if you get pushed in.
Nothing he could have done. He's blocked directly.
Yeah, if you get pushed in, but it was the Green Bay guy, I think.
Dude, he is literally thrown into the kicker by the Tampa blocker. There's no way our guy could have.
So there is one that's not like a first down penalty. Like we just back ourselves up some, but Green Bay still keeps the ball. It might be that type of a penalty. But yeah, Murray takes a shot. It's fine.
I'm not gonna lie,
doesn't
that's probably
play.
Amari's nicest return of his career.
It better been because he had like wide open skies. Did they pick up the flag or
Yeah, so they call that on us.
Wow. All right.
Making it a 4th and 5, so they get to retry the punt. That's bullshit because like it was a Tipa Galay, like he was literally thrown into their punter. There's no way he could have stopped.
Yeah, and we probably don't get the same quality return on this one, but all right, we'll see what happens. All right, Amari's gonna have another chance to return this though.
Another flag?
What the fuck? Probably on Rudy Ford for blocking the back or something.
Refs are trying to keep this game interesting right now.
Jesus Christ. Special teams.
Yep.
Legal block in the back. You can't do anything. Football's not football anymore, man. Come on. Ticky-tacky call.
Yeah. Just once in my life, I would really love to see a player just consequences be damned, just throw a punch right at a ref's jaw.
Dude, take a Myles Garrett. Pull a Myles Garrett with a helmet and just whack.
Just make those zebras think twice about next time they're going to throw a flag.
Hey, buddy, I'll see you in the parking lot.
All right, so I mean, third quarter so far has been a lot of penalties on both sides. A Tampa fumble, just kind of back and forth sloppy play where neither team is making anything happen. First team to find some consistency here in the third is going to capture momentum.
I know this. At this point, we've had so many chances. We cannot stick with 14 points. We need more than 14 points, I feel, at this point now. Like, put up some points on this drive. Even if it's like a field goal, think just something, I feel like. Jesus.
Yeah, man. I feel like Tampa is dialing in on what we've been doing offensively, and we need to throw them a curveball.
What about like a home run shot here, man? Like, we don't
Well,
got the Watson or anything, but
dude, when is the last time? Like, I don't know if I can ever recall a flea flicker with Rodgers.
he probably
Why
doesn't
not?
fucking like him. I
I,
don't
I
know.
I see teams in the NFL every goddamn week run
Mhm.
successful flea flickers for big gains. And if your primary game plan is based on the run, a flea flicker should work great. Like you're essentially giving your receiver a one-on-one opportunity to go win the ball.
You know what I might like to see? We'd never do it, but what was that play that like Tom Brady did where he like went out as a fucking receiver and Aaron Rodgers like have Aaron run that like receiver route there on like a double reverse and then Rodgers goes out and catches the fucking pass.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I don't need to see Rodgers out at wide receiver.
Why? If Brady can do it, Rodgers can certainly fucking do it. Damn. All right. So this season, last year, you see a graphic? Last year they were only on the field for a combined 28 plays all season. This year they've been on the field together 25 plays.
They're our two best skill players, man. They should be out there together. Man, this third quarter
Can
feels like
this
it's been
be
long,
the
but there's still 9.5 minutes
I
in it.
know it's been three and outs galore. This is the third possession Green Bay's had in the third quarter, I think, right?
Yeah.
Two straight three and outs. All right,
I think
get
I
something
think
going,
I think
guys.
I think we picked up one first down on the last series, right?
Lazard in motion. We're in the shotgun. Surprise, surprise.
And off to Dylan.
Come on.
Like
He gets
refs,
stood up.
refs, please protect our players. Like Dylan is stood up and not moving for a solid 2 seconds
And no
before they
whistle.
blow the whistle. Like he could have taken a massive shot there.
We bring Jones back in, keep Dillon on the field. Lazar's out there, Dobbs is out there. I think I saw Big Bob. Yep, Big Bob's. All right, this is probably a passing play. But I like this
Bakhtiari out
formation
there
though.
again, so they are not alternating
This could
second
be
down.
interesting. I like this personnel grouping. We send Dillon in motion. Hand off
Go,
to
go, 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 go.
Jones, and he hits his own guy.
That was
2 yards.
Myers.
Yeah.
Myers had a real bad block that like Jones.
Almost looks like Myers came up gimpy too.
Yeah, I don't. It actually kind of just looks like a fat guy who couldn't pull himself up. Jones would have had an easy first if like he essentially runs into Myers who got stood up on his pole block.
Uh-huh.
Uh, Myers has had a dog shit start to the year, and it just infuriates me that we could have drafted Creed Humphrey.
Rogers in the shotgun, third and five. Third and five. Come on, man, pick this up. Cobb out there. Lazard out there. Dobbs out there.
Rogers picked.
Throws a pick. Fuck, man.
I'm not quite sure who he was going to.
I think a receiver ran the wrong route. Rogers usually he threw that ball like a receiver was supposed to be there. So that shows me that a receiver probably ran the wrong route,
I didn't see any receiver really in the area.
which
Like,
makes me think that a receiver was just supposed to be there.
yeah, but Rogers got to at least fucking look and realize there's no one within 10 yards.
I think it's timing, man. It's just based off timing. Like, I don't know. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I just remember them just hyping up timing. It's all about timing. Like,
Dude,
And that need another beer.
the amount that we have thrown the ball right now, I can just see this playing out, that we lose the game and LaFleur is like, oh man, well, our running backs didn't get enough touches. We got away from the run. We're gonna have to clean that up. Yeah, and fucking no shit, Sherlock.
Dude, if we lose this game,
game.
it's on us already. Like this is fucking ridiculous. It's fucking Tampa. It's Tampa Bay's been a house of horrors for this team. Just like San Francisco, we suck against good playoff teams. Like we're a good team, but we suck against other quality teams.
I'll say the one NFC powerhouse that we seem to do very well against is the Rams.
Yeah, we match up okay against the Rams, but Bucs, 49ers. I think there's another one. Vikings, we do seem to have a hard time against the fucking Vikings too.
At least when we're playing in their house.
Yeah.
Oh man. Fuck, dude. Defense needs to answer here. Because offense is just coming apart at the seams. Like I'm starting to think like maybe 14 is the most points we get in this game, and it's down to the defense.
It's looking like it, man.
I mean, dude, literally, this is 3 drives in the third quarter now. A 3 and out, 1 first down, and then an interception.
Well, we need a turnover here again. I mean, if they score, it just seems. Do you ever get that feeling like it's inevitable that like they're gonna go down and score? Like it just seems like you give them so many chances, they're gonna eventually. It's Tom Brady; he's gonna figure it out. And the ball's in Green Bay territory. They only need about
power
10
formation, play action. 15,
wide open, Brady.
25 yards. They're in the red zone.
Yeah, just like
Dude,
see.
Brady he's been feeding Cameron Brate.
I think he's just like the most experienced receiver he has out there. Brate's been with him since he first got there. He just hasn't played because of Gronk and OJ Howard. It's wild to think that Brate was once Tampa's tight end 1 the year before Brady got there, and then he tumbled down to the tight end 3 on the team, and then he's back to being the tight end 1 again.
All right, so he must have stepped out of bounds because they actually
Get
spot
him
closer to the 30. Let's see. Yeah, Brady's just attacking our zones in the middle.
Let's take a look at this play then. Who was supposed to fucking be over the middle? Rodgers is looking.
Like the only guy who's cutting in.
So right when they're cutting, Rodgers expects someone to be there.
No, man, it's a dog shit pass by Rodgers. He simply does not see the defender. That's what happens there. Like I don't know what is going on there. That was bad pass by Rodgers.
Come on, get him, Gary. Oh fuck, Leonard Fournette with okay. It looked like it was gonna be a lot worse than what it was.
Yeah, it did. It did. Like Gary doesn't wrap up, and all of a sudden Fournette has the chance to bounce it out. Could have been a 15-yard gain.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, the D-line showed some hustle.
That's like the best play I've seen Dean Lowry make this year. So, by the way, so
I'm getting very fucking antsy.
It's got bad. It's 3rd and 9. Come on, get to him, get a sack or get an incompletion. Come on, get there. Fuck, he's going deep.
All right.
No flag.
I'm surprised the refs don't call a penalty there.
Oh yeah, Brady's going for that pass interference.
Yeah, Brady takes a deep shot. He identifies who's matched up on Kason Nixon, and wow, dude, Savage with horrendous coverage. You're the safety,
and he's supposed to be fast.
You let everyone run by you. Thankfully, Nixon makes a one-on-one play against Perriman, but dude, Savage, like I don't know what the hell he even saw.
I don't know either.
That should have been an opportunity for Savage to pick the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So the 4th and 9, 45-yard field goal attempt.
That was a super cute wiggle by Ryan Suckup before that kick.
It's good. 1-score game.
All right. It's not a touchdown, but they're inching ever so closer. This game really should be 28. We should have 28 points at least. We should really have about like 31 points, to be honest with you.
Dude,
This shit won't cut it against some of the even better teams out there. I know that.
I'm not happy with the amount we're passing right now. We've got 16 rush attempts to 25 pass attempts. I think we need to get back to the run on this drive. Like, I know it's kind of been tough sledding, but sometimes you need to be okay with 3 yards in a cloud of dust. You know, you do that 3 times, you know, it's probably you're going to get enough to get a first down. You know,
Mhm.
you might break one of them for a bit more than the 3-yard average.
All right. Hey, if there was ever a time to change the momentum, this is it, special teams. This is your time to shine. This is it. Leave Rodgers and the offense on the fucking bench, man. Where are you, Mare? Prove you're not a bust. Take it to the house.
Dude, do you think when Kylan Hill comes back off of IR, do you think
Yes,
we'll make him the kick returner again?
I hope so. I liked him as a kick returner and as a player.
Yeah, man,
Come on.
he definitely has some explosiveness. All right, they kick it through the end zone.
All right. 6 minutes and 22 seconds to go. 14-6 game. Rodgers and the offense takes the field, hoping to not get a fourth 3 and out.
All right, man.
Hey, third quarter blunders, man. Third quarter blunders.
I want to go back to, at the half, I said I think we have an opportunity to exploit matchups with our tight ends. They've kind of been ignoring our tight ends. I think that's a spot to attack here because ever since Lazard threw up, it seems like he's just out there as a decoy.
And we
Dobbs?
get Dobbs. Yep.
All right, thank you. You actually let the guy run an intermediate route and he picks up 15 yards for you. Strong catch too. Snags it with his hands in tight coverage. Like, you got to trust the young guys. It's a good route.
Yeah, it's a nice route by Dobbs. Good play. I'm not sure who was in coverage on that. Was that Logan Ryan? Dobbs has 8 catches for 73 yards, touchdown. Kind of a little coming out party for the young man. Hey, run the ball here.
Outside toss to Jones.
I don't like outside tosses though. What did I tell you? I said between the fucking tackles.
Yeah, it's like, what do we get, a yard out of this? Nijman's in on this series.
I did notice that, yeah.
Um,
So now we got second long because they can't run it between the tackles.
2nd and 11. We actually lost a yard on that toss.
Right. So we're passing now. How about we get Alan Lazard? Scheme something up for Lazard. He's supposedly your
I would like to see something go to Degora. Like, let him be a forgotten man, leaking out of the flat. He's been invisible.
they're playing pretty far off coverage and they're blitzing Levante up the middle. So we hit. All right. So that was a smart play, I guess, because they blitzing with the inside linebacker. So we send Tiny right over the middle. We get 4 or 5 yards, but we are looking at a 3rd and long, probably 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7.
They showed a quick shot of Myers. Looked like he was grimacing a bit.
God, I thought Jake Hansen going back in there.
Yeah, Jake Hansen does not belong on an NFL roster, man. All right, 3rd and 7. This is a big down.
Dobbs up top. I don't know who's in the middle there. Is that Cobb in the slot? I think so. Oh, Cobb looked like he got open. He had Lazard too. That's not going to get it done, Rodgers. It's not going to fucking get it done.
Does that even make it back to the line of scrimmage?
I think it's right at the line of scrimmage.
Dude, what the fuck is Rodgers thinking there?
Rodgers sucks against Tampa. Jesus Christ, man. Oh my God, man. This sucks. Dude, I hate this is hard to watch. Hard to watch.
I absolutely called it, man. They were going to make halftime adjustments, and it was going to be much harder to move the ball. And we're not doing anything different on offense. Like, you need to make in-game adjustments. Like, I'm sick of saying it, man. Like,
At this point,
I don't care how many wins Matt LaFleur has in his first 3 seasons. He's not shown any capacity to learn from mistakes and grow. And like, if it just keeps up, he's not the man for the job.
he doesn't exactly always have the best record against like elite teams, though. Beats up on the bad and the average teams, but I don't know. I feel like at this point, it's got to be the defense that wins this game now. Like, I don't know. I've lost all confidence in the offense, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and it kind of just it has that same feel
Yeah.
of previous Tampa games that Rodgers, like, he's being frustrated that what he wants to do isn't working, and it's just snowballing. I think you're right, man. I think defense needs to step up and make a play.
Yeah, we should. Fournette picks up about 4 or 5 yards when we should have got him right there at the goal, not the goal, at the line of scrimmage. Oh, tough to watch.
Brady
Thank God. Imagine this game if they had their top 3 receivers out there.
Yeah, I mean, that makes me think, like, if we can't beat them today, it's just not a team we're going to be capable of beating.
Nope.
Dude, Savage just like sitting there, like the receiver sat down in his spot. Like, the pass was telegraphed. That was an opportunity for an interception.
Nice job, Amos.
Savage has lost like all aggression since Joe Barry took over as defensive
I feel like Savage, I feel like the scheme doesn't fit Savage. Whatever the scheme is not attuned to Savage's game. I bet if we let him walk, some team will identify him for his strengths, and then he'll turn into another Micah Hyde star for another team, probably all pro free safety.
Dude, wouldn't surprise me one bit. But I mean, he's not.
He's a first round pick, got first round talent.
He was the first defensive back taken in that entire draft, and we traded up for him.
Get there, come on, get there.
Yep, Brady attacks Campbell in coverage again. He's consistent.
And why is Campbell on a fucking receiver?
Because we're playing zone.
Campbell's out wide on a receiver. It's because we refuse to like adjust our personnel. We won't go like with a 4. I've never seen 4 cornerbacks out there at once.
Well, dude, we don't have the depth at corner right now to do that.
Put Rudy Ford out there. He's playing like a stud.
3rd and 3, and
Get
Brady
there.
empty backfield. He must
come on, Gary.
This is
Gary
the first time
Clark.
all game he's gone.
Gary or Clark. It's gonna be a quick pass. He's going quick. Get there, Gary.
Come on, dude!
Oh, are you kidding me? No! What the fuck? There's a flag. It's gotta be holding on the offense.
You just made Tom Brady look like fucking Patrick Mahomes.
Tom Brady just ran for 25 yards.
Dude, he literally ducks a Rashawn Gary sack, takes off running for 25 yards. Might be the slowest man in the NFL. Takes off running for 25 yards.
This has got to be a hold on the offense because there's no way Brady gets out of that pocket if there's not some holding. Gary's got to be getting held.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Enigbari's out there again. I don't know why we don't have Gary and Preston Smith on the field at the same time. Okay, that's an obvious hold. Gary is literally in a chokehold, arm around.
Okay, this is coming back. Thank God, this is coming back. So 10-yard penalty. We're looking at 3rd and 13. Brady's thing's kind of messed up. He's not scrambling on this one. I know that. He's
all right. Brady tries for just a quick pass, and it's really low. Almost throws it right into
his brace is messed up. His knee brace there. So
Yeah, when he was running, he it looked like when he slid, his knee brace got all misaligned. I think his knee itself is fine. It's the equipment is messed up and needs
mhm.
adjusted.
Dude, I feel like this defense, we played well as a defense so far against Brady. I feel like we're still not playing up to the level that this defense should be playing. But like,
Man,
I'm mostly concerned with the penetration. We should be getting more sacks than what we're getting.
absolutely. They have their third string left tackle in. They have their second string center, and I'm fairly certain they have their second string left guard. We should be eating them alive right now.
Brady's jersey is way too clean right now. Like, if we're not getting sacks, we need to be getting at least hits on him, like hitting him to the ground. He's way too clean.
I mean, it's just we can't rely on Preston Smith and Rashawn Gary to play 90% of defensive snaps. We got there's no alternative. We need to find a third veteran
I
rusher.
I am so
Eric Barr is
bummed.
not gonna grow fast enough.
I know bridges were burned, but man, of the thought of what like a Zadarius could bring to this defense as that third rotational edge rusher, man, I don't think we can get someone like him without giving up some premium draft capital,
Hey
especially
man,
not with cap room that we got.
let's trade our third round picks for the next 5 years. Okay. Because it's essentially it'd be a free trade for us based on the performance of the past 15 years or so in the third round.
Look, the Raiders aren't going anywhere this year. It looks like who the Raiders got? Carl Nassib, Trey Hendrickson. He's a Bengal, I think.
Yeah,
Trade for one of
Henderson's
them.
Bengal. Yeah. No, I mean, dude,
Max Crosby. There it is. Go get Max Crosby.
dude, they're not gonna trade Max Crosby. Like the best player other than Devontae. Um, no, but it's like seriously, like it's just blind optimism if the organization is thinking that Enigbare is going to work as the third edge rusher this year. Like that, you can't play your top two edge rushers 80-90% of the snaps. Like they're going to wear out. They're going to get hurt. You need a reliable third guy, and a fifth round rookie isn't going to cut it.
I would like to see us blitz Quay more.
We have been. We sent him a number of times in this game that I've noticed off of the edge. Actually,
Good.
he's kind of acting as an edge rusher for us. He hasn't done much.
Nice, nice.
You just see my dog crash into me.
Hey, we're live right now. Anything can happen.
Yeah, where's Lambo and Tundra?
Lambo was just up here. Came over. He's on his way back right now. Actually, I see him. He's he's eyeballing me. Uh, Tundra's camera shy. She just naps all day long. Where's my good luck charms? Oh, you'll like this story. So I got one of those litter robots. You ever seen those? Like the automatic litter things. So it's app controlled. You control stuff off an app, and it asks you to like name your litter robot. Like what name do you want to name it? And I'm thinking on it for like 10, 15 minutes. I'm like, I'm thinking way too much about a litter robot name. And I had the perfect idea. I named it Soldier Field. So my cats take a shit on Soldier Field every time they use it.
Well, we could use some of those vibes here at Raymond James Stadium today.
House of Horrors. I was doing some research on Rogers' performance in the stadium. He's 1-3 in the stadium all time. The only year he won was 2014.
Rogers straight up just does not travel well. He doesn't play well in Florida. He doesn't play well in California. It's
Yeah,
like
he doesn't play good in Jacksonville or Miami, but he has won Miami.
I mean, it just seems like if this guy's got to take a flight longer than 2.5 hours, it's rough on
All right.
his. on his chakra.
Second and 8. We're in the shotgun. A quick bubble screen to Big Bob. He rumbles. He's fighting hard. Gets it down to shit, 3rd and 2, I think. 3rd and 2,
Yeah,
3rd and 3.
Showing some good strength there. That gives me confidence that his ACL is fully recovered.
Yeah, he should keep becoming a bigger and bigger part of this offense as the year goes on.
All
All
right,
right, we
so
put Aaron Jones back in.
no, Dylan is also in. So it's 3rd and 2.
Okay.
We've got both running backs. I
Dude,
suspect it's gonna be a misdirection kind of play.
I'm gonna run this ball. I mean, we haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, we've really gotten away from the run in this quarter. Come on, snap it.
We got back in there. I
Oh,
would not run it with Aaron Jones though. I'm running with AJ Dillon.
I want to see who gets destroyed on this. Was it Newman or Myers who just lets their man into the backfield? Or actually, is
Is this
this
Bakhtiari?
no unblocked?
Unblocked.
Unblocked. 4th and 4, we're going for it.
Wow.
This is big, man.
Maybe not. We
We're-
might just be trying to draw them off, and we might burn a timeout.
I don't like that.
I know.
I don't like it at all. All right. Oh, we're just buying some room for the punt. We're
Yep.
gonna take the
Okay.
penalty. Well, assuming Tampa accepts it.
Dude, hey, defensive struggle, man. Defensive struggle. Well, you said 10 might win it. Might be 14 that wins it, which is pretty freaking close. So I know this. It's either going to be. I don't think any team scores more than 21 points at the most in this game.
Yeah, I mean we're 13 minutes, 24 seconds left in the 4th, and we're about to punt the ball to Tampa.
Good punt. Hey, this punter's had some pretty good punts though.
Dude, special teams have really been playing pretty well in this game, knock on wood.
Dude, let's get a sack on Brady on this drive, a 3rd down sack. Get to him. You're leaving him. You're giving him too much time, man. He's just gonna figure it out.
Yeah, I really despise that we're just letting Brady hang around in literally a 1-score game. Dude, and if Jones didn't fumble, if we kicked a fucking field goal on that 3rd down, then this game is probably out of hand for them.
Mm-hmm. Goddamn. When we lost that fumble by Jones, that's when we lost. We haven't done shit since then. That's when we lost all momentum. Literally haven't done shit since the fumble.
Well, dude, I mean, Tampa, their defense adjusted at the half, and we haven't figured out a way to counter it. And we refuse to take a deep shot so they can kind of settle in on what they want to defend. We're
This
not going to challenge them, so
we also haven't had any sustained drives. Like our defense, thank God they've not allowed Tampa to have too many sustained drives either. But how much longer is this defense of ours going to be expected to stay gassed up enough to make plays in the 4th quarter?
and without Jair Alexander.
Yeah. At some point, the defense can only do so much, and I feel like they've done. You're just asking them a lot at like week in and week out, while this
On a
offense tries to figure it
90-degree
out.
day
Yeah.
in Florida.
It's amazing they haven't given up a touchdown yet. I know they don't have their top 3 receivers, and they're missing some of their. My biggest thing is they're depleted on the offensive line, and we're healthy on our front 7. We don't have injuries on our front 7. We should be dominating them.
Well, dude, if you've noticed here in the second half, we're not playing Preston Smith and Rashawn Gary at the same time. We're rotating them. So
Are we
have
trying to keep them fresh for the fourth quarter? Maybe.
I don't know, man. Maybe they're already tired and they're trying to get breathers, but it's dude, Enigbare and Garvin, they aren't going to do. All right, so we have both Gary and Preston Smith out there at the same time right now.
All right, I think it's gonna be a run. It is a run. Get there. Good play by Gary.
Yeah, Gary with a tackle for a loss.
Keyshawn Nixon's playing a solid amount of minutes right now.
Yeah, scary amount of minutes. He's
Yeah.
been holding up well though.
Yeah.
I'm quite surprised that he has jumped Shamar Jean Charles to become the third corner.
Mm-hmm. Like we went out and got him immediately when he was available. Like he was a priority signing for this team. So
He look Stokes 10 yards off the ball.
get there. Someone get there. Did he pull it in?
I think so. Brady to Beasley, Campbell in coverage. Beasley probably gets 4 yards.
Rams are up on the Cardinals 20-9.
We got
Third and
them in the
7.
3rd and 7 right now. Man, this defense could certainly use some rest. If we could get them off the field here, that'd be huge.
Uh-huh.
And it would give us pretty solid field position too.
Get a sack. Get a sack. Get a sack. Get a sack. Come on, Preston. Oh, Preston got a good snap off that line.
We stopped them short. They're about 1 yard short.
They would not go for it here. No
Yeah,
way.
they're not going to go for it this deep in their own territory.
Defense comes up with a 3rd and 3
Douglas.
and out.
So Douglas actually jams 2 guys on this play. And if he had actually jammed the guy who caught the ball to start, which it was the second guy he jammed, if he had just jammed him to start with, I think he's probably completely tied up with no chance at all. But yeah, he gets a small gain, 4th and 2. Bucs punt it. We get it at our 20. That was a nice punt.
What's your confidence level on this drive that we're going to do something?
I mean, I feel like at a certain point, something's got to break, right? You can't
You'd hope so.
Can't just keep doing 3 and outs for the rest of the game. Like you got to have a busted coverage or something somewhere.
I want to see them put up a graphic that shows like what we've done every single possession. Because we scored a touchdown the first 2 drives, and then we've done nothing. I just don't know how many possessions we've had off the top of my head. 8 possessions. Like we've done nothing the last 6 possessions. I think
we've had 5 in the second quarter, or sorry, in the third quarter.
I mean, I could find out pretty quick if I just looked it up, but I'm a little lazy to look it up right now.
I don't know, man. We've got to do something different. We refuse to test them deep. We need to at least give that threat. Like, even if we're pretty confident it won't be a successful play, I think you need to show that you're willing to test them deep.
Mm-hmm. Lambo. Jesus, man. You see this cat right now? See on camera? Jesus.
Oh, yep, there he is.
Oh my God, dude. I know you're getting riled up too, man. What?
That you good luck charm?
Hope so. Hey, stick around for this drive. Let me see. All right.
No, I was actually going to wear my my Rogers, he's a complicated fella hoodie for this game because
I love that hoodie. I love that hoodie.
I feel like Tampa's defense is good enough that Aaron Jones, I didn't anticipate he'd be able to take the game over, and he has not taken the game over.
No,
I do think that this is a Rodgers game, and it's a little warm here, so that's why I didn't put that hoodie on today. But I still think it's a Rodgers game, and this would be a prime opportunity for him to step up and take over the game.
I mean, I will give Tampa credit. They're a good defense, and they're not dealing with too many injuries. So
Yeah, I mean, really, they've got Akeem Hicks out, and other than that, I think all of their preferred starters are in on defense. Rodgers is 2.9 air yards per pass attempt. They just
Jesus.
showed a graphic that's the lowest since 2016. So I mean, this goes back to what I'm saying. Like you, you need to test them deep. They're gonna key in.
Lazard's done nothing the second half.
Dude,
I'd like
ever
to see
since he
him get
grew up,
some.
man, he's out there as like a decoy. He's gassed. AJ Dillon,
Nice.
solid run, about 5 yards.
Give it to him again.
There's a flag though.
Holding on the offense. And there goes our drive. If this is a holding call on the offense, there goes our drive. We're punting it back again.
Dude, refs have been throwing flags left and right in the second half, man. Yep.
There goes our drive, man. Giving it right back to Tampa.
Yeah.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
honestly, this puts us in a 1st and 20. I don't expect us to overcome that.
Nope. God damn it, man.
Dude, that is not a penalty. Are you kidding me?
Dude, it's ticky tacky
Lazard's
out there right
hand
now.
touches the safety's hip, doesn't change his direction at all, and they call that a penalty. Dude, the refs are being complete homers for Tampa right now. 1st and 18.
Oh my God. We need a chunk play here. Something to get this yards, all this yards back and then some. And we hand it off. I'm surprised. Wow.
We
And we
hand
get
it off and gain 1 yard.
so I feel like this is just a slow, torturous loss creeping our way.
Dude, I mean,
This do you know what this game is?
all right, Rogers rushes up. Do we get a free play here?
Do we get the flag? Do we get the flag? I
Yeah,
don't see
he
a
takes
flag.
deep shots. It's picked off.
I don't see a flag.
Flag. I don't see any flag. I
They
think
signal Tampa ball. They
Rogers
set.
thought he had a free play, I think. Oh, not late flag. Late flag.
Oh my God. Dude, why? Don't do that to me.
Dude, Rogers is more on top of this than the refs are.
That was close. He was just about out. Wow. I thought for a second that he really threw that pick and they weren't going to throw the flag.
Yeah, I mean, if that's a bigger receiver down there instead of Randall Cobb, might have had a chance. But Randall Cobb ain't fighting for any balls there. All right. Well,
2nd and 12.
dude, we need to like settle in. It's just been up and down spikes for the offense, like no rhythm at all.
We need a play to turn the tides, and we're not getting it. It's gonna be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, nice little dump off to Tanya and take some easy yards. But you ever notice when Brady goes into easy yardage mode, it's always quick and decisive. Rodgers, he's still looking for the deep ball, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll take the short pass if nothing's open. Like Brady, he goes out there with the objective of we're just gonna move the chains. Rodgers never has that mindset.
What are we gonna do? All right, we're in shotgun, empty backfield,
Empty backfield.
obvious pass. Rodgers is back, short. Tyler Davis, 2-3 yards. It's gonna be 4th and 2, 4th and 3.
Dude, that was I mean, frankly, that was just good coverage. Every receiver I saw was blanketed. Rodgers hits Tyler Davis with Levante David right on his back. I don't think anyone was open here. Actually, they do show Aaron Jones came open, but Rodgers didn't have the time to spot him. 4th and 2, man. At least we took a little bit of time there to let the defense
A little bit
rest.
of time. We need a big punt by O'Donnell here. We get one. Now we gotta tackle him. Real poor coverage. Get there. Fuck.
All right. Looks like they're going to be at about the 25.
And back to Bucs ball.
Dude, it's we really might have to win the 14 points.
Yeah, we might have to just hold them the rest of the way. It might, I hate to even think about this. It might come down to us having to stop them on like a 2-point conversion.
Well, I mean that's one thing that I have. At least it lets me rest easy a little bit. A 2-point conversion doesn't win the game for them; it just ties it.
The
So
way
we
we're
can-
playing, do you feel confident at all going into overtime?
I mean, not particularly, but
Come on, get there, Akbari.
mm,
Wow.
Brady.
Wow. All right,
That's
at least
first bad play that Nixon's given up. Brady identifies what is this, James Darden?
yep.
In
I think
one
he's a
coverage.
rookie for him.
And that's just a deep out. Picks up probably 18. We were in man on that and just couldn't get pressure on Brady. That was a big chunk of yardage for them. That's the sort of thing that can spark a drive. They're already at midfield.
First and 10,
Ooh,
Brady
first.
goes with some
Oh,
trickery. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, we didn't get the
How do you
ball.
not take advantage of that? All right, so they try to run a double reverse and fumble the ball with two Packers in the area, and they just happen to. I think Cameron Brate might be the one who picks this up.
I think so.
Um,
Who gets that? Is that Preston? Preston Smith gets that little. He's
Preston
playing.
Smith is
He's
very
playing
good at
great.
manning the edge. 2nd and 22.
All right, do something with it. Get to Brady.
Sack!
Fuck yeah. That's gonna be
That
Kenny.
well, Kenny cleans up.
Kenny and Reed. I think it was
I
Jaron
think
Reed.
Reed's the one who gets the initial pressure. Which like Brady actually, dude, he's looking youthful out there right now with the way he's
For sure.
bending and avoiding sacks.
Mm,
So he shows some flexibility to avoid this Reed sack, and then Kenny comes in and cleans up.
good coverage on Scotty
3rd
Miller.
and 30. 3rd and fucking 30. We better stop this.
Smith come around the edge.
Okay. They probably pick up 16, 17.
Well, I will say this. The Dolphins picked up a 3rd and 22 today. That was surprising to see against that Bills. Did you see that Micah Hyde's out for the season there in Buffalo?
I did,
Jo-
man.
Jordan Poyer was out today too.
Really? Jesus.
Yeah.
Who are they starting at safety then?
Dude, and they were also out there like top 3 corners too, or something like that.
That's kind of
They're
amazing. They kept that game as close as they did.
yeah. Their second corner was an undrafted free agent off the streets.
Dude,
It was like,
considering Tua just dropped 42 and
yeah.
6 touchdowns on the Ravens.
All right.
Dude,
Why did we fair catch that? There was no one around you.
Amari has no instincts for special teams.
God
He
damn
really
it, man.
doesn't. Like I guess I prefer the fair catch to last year when he was making dangerous decisions, but
Hmm.
he's just, dude, he shouldn't be back there. He really shouldn't. It's like we forced a role for him.
Dude, it's getting to that point in the game where if we eat some clock and we just get a field goal, that probably wins the game. Like, this game has been so bad, but our defense has played good enough to keep Tampa out of the end zone this game so far.
Dude, I mean, I will say this: last week, Tampa had a similar rough outing. I think they had 3 points through 3 quarters, and then they kind of exploded in the 4th. So the offense really needs to close this out.
Come on, Rodgers, do something. You had fucking Aaron. What are you doing? You better be throwing it away. I don't like the way you threw that away, but who will he play next week?
Patriots at home. Dude, I wish Christian Watson was in this game. I really think his speed would make a difference. Even on stuff like jet sweeps. We haven't run a single jet sweep all game.
Dude, I hate seeing Robert Tonyan out there down low like that.
Dude,
Like,
we got Winfrey in the slot with no one within 10 yards of him. I would have hit him right away.
come on, Aaron. Picks up 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it was
Sweet.
a shotgun and hand off to Jones. Jones makes a nice cut back to the left side, picks up 6 yards. Third and
This is a
4.
big third down, dude. This is a real big third down. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this game. We're up 14-6. You got to convert this, man. Like, we could eat up a lot of clock on this drive.
Honestly, I call a pass for like the 15 to 18 yard range. I think Tampa's going to be sitting on the short stuff.
All right. Rodgers is in shotgun.
We
Empty
burn a
backfield.
timeout.
Burnt timeout. Well, hey, you better pick it up, though. You want to burn a timeout, you better fucking pick this. I'm surprised we haven't burned a timeout sooner. This is like a miracle that we burned our first timeout with 5 minutes to go in the fourth.
It is unusual for sure. This has been an ugly game, dude.
So ugly.
Like I expected an ugly game, and I was very surprised by how well we were moving the ball to start. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'm gonna be wrong. Maybe this 10-point prediction is gonna look ridiculous. But second half, this game has absolutely turned into a defensive slugfest.
Yeah, big time.
3rd and 4. Rodgers in the shotgun, Jones in the backfield. Lazard in the slot.
Come on, find someone. Find
That's
someone.
who we go to.
Yes.
Lazard first down. That is Lazard's first play of the second half, I believe.
It is.
You can definitely tell that he closely studied Devontae in the time they spent together. I mean, he doesn't have that same.
He's not Devontae, but
yeah, like I mean, Devontae's suddenness at the line is quite literally legendary.
there is only like maybe 2 or 3 receivers like Devontae off the line.
Yeah. But Lazard, he shows at least the technique of that approach. Nice run
All
by
right.
Jones.
Hey, good run by. I'm still surprised that we're giving this ball to Jones and not Dillon at this point in the game. But
well, we might be thinking that their defensive line could be a little gassed, and Jones is more likely to break a big one if he can find a seam.
So we do got Bakhtiari out there on this fourth down drive. I wonder if we were to get the ball again, if Bach goes out again, or if we put Josh back in. All right, we're in the shotgun. Move Cobb.
Clock running
motion.
down. Okay, last second snap. Ooh, come on.
Yes. Fuck yeah, Lazard. I was about to get kind of pissed and be like, why wouldn't you run the ball again? But
free blitzer coming at Rodgers, and Rodgers, he shows the faith.
It's a good ball.
He throws up a ball to a one-on-one matchup, which he has not really shown. Dude, Devontae Adams, that is a Devontae Adams route right there. The
For
outside
sure.
fade.
Wow, he almost doesn't catch that too.
Lazard just absolutely came through in the clutch right there. That could potentially be a game sealing.
So I think that puts us in. Yep, that puts us in Tampa territory. We're on the 42-yard line. We hand the ball off to AJ Dillon in the game now. They stop him right at the line. We're looking at 2nd and 10 with 3:24. Was a timeout just called?
I didn't see. That was a nice pass by Rodgers.
Yeah, so that's Logan Ryan, the former Patriot.
Yeah, Ryan comes on the blitz. Rodgers does not have a chance to set his feet, so he's throwing back shoulder, off the back of his foot to Lazard, and that might have been the play of the game.
Yeah, Tampa takes the timeout. They take their first timeout. Lazard's looking gassed out there.
Dude, I tell you this: if we fucking win this game, Lazard gets the game ball.
Coming through in the clutch, and he catches one of the 2 touchdowns.
Myers down on the field.
Great. Now here comes fucking Hanson. Hopefully it's nothing bad. Hopefully he's just cramping.
So do we get charged a timeout here?
Come on, get your ass up.
Oh God. All right.
Yeah, this
Hanson's
is,
practicing with Rogers now.
don't like this. Don't like this.
I'm
Dude,
just hoping it's nothing
at this
serious.
point, man, at this point, just try to get this field goal. And yeah, that's why I just want him to get up and walk off under his own power. Wow,
Woo!
Lazard with a hit.
Woo! Dude, Lazard, they just show a replay of one of the blocks Lazard threw in this game, and he just shoulder cold cocks one of the defensive backs, knocks him right on his ass.
I want to see that again. All right, good. Myers is walking off under his own power.
He walks off on his own power, does go to the bench though, holding his knee a little bit. He had a knee issue is what kept him out last year. This was one of my concerns going into the season. Like a lot of people kind of figure, oh, Myers, second round pick, he's going to be great. He never proved he could stay healthy last year. Let's see how Jake Hansen holds up.
2nd and 10. It's got to be a run play. It's not. Play action. Rogers. Yeah. Wow. Don't like that. Dude, I don't like. Why would you scheme up and play to Juwan Winfrey at this point in the game?
Yeah, so we're trying to go for a kill shot there on 2nd and 10. And
Fuck.
Winfrey, it looks like Winfrey falls on the route. Frankly, we're lucky that
He runs into his guy.
yeah,
I'm not
the
sure who that
receivers.
was.
Seems like there's some miscommunication between the receivers there. Winfrey hits his own man, falls down.
Dude. So this is 3rd and 10, and we're on the 42. Like we're still too far out for Crosby's range right now, I think.
Yeah, I think this is 4 down territory, and we burn a fucking timeout. Are you kidding me? This is a 1-score game, and we just burn a timeout over this. That's ridiculous, dude.
At least if there's a silver lining, it's the fact that we're getting the defense some much needed R&R. At least.
I don't want to put the game in the hands of this tired defense. Like this should be 4-down territory, and we should be going into 3rd down knowing that. We should be okay taking 7 yards here to make an easier 4th down.
Mm-hmm. All right, Dobbs down low, Lazard in the middle, Cobb in the slot. Bakhtiari left tackle. We got Jones out there.
Call my shot, Randall Cobb.
Dobbs. You got Dobbs. You had Dobbs. You had Dobbs. What the fuck, Rod? What the fuck, Rogers? You had Dobbs.
I think that's the first sack Rogers has taken all game at
Yep.
the literal worst possible time.
Look at Dobbs. Dobbs comes through. He's wide open, and he's just not reading them. Dobbs.
Wow, and that would have been a first.
Head Dobbs.
Absolutely open. Absolutely open.
And he had room to run afterwards for the touchdown. Oh my God.
So we are going to be punting this ball back.
And now our defense has to try to stop Tom Brady.
And we had to burn timeouts we burned 2 timeouts on that drive for nothing. Good punt though. We put him at the 10.
Well, I guess Tampa's only got 1 timeout, but they got 3 minutes to go. They got all the time in the world, so.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Brady's going to look at this drive like they don't want to leave any time left on the clock for us.
No, it's now. They're going to eat up the clock, and it's 4-down territory. We have to stop Tom Brady on 4 straight plays.
Which in scenarios like this is where I think it's worthwhile to play riskier defense with some blitzes and stuff. Because
Yeah,
hey, if they score, at least they do it taking less time off the clock. And if
right.
they don't score, like you might have a shot for a game-changing play. I don't want to sit back and let him pick apart his zone all the way down the
And
field.
that's what he just did on the first down play. Picks up 9 yards, 2nd and 1. And Tom Brady's getting to work. Please, please, do not let me watch this man dink and dunk and pick apart our defense all the way down for 90 straight yards. Please do not let me see this. And there it goes.
Yeah, playing so that zone is so soft, like the middle of the field is completely
I
open.
feel like I'm watching Mike Patton's defense all over again right now.
Dude, I
So
don't
far off.
I don't
Fucking Stokes
understand
is
the thought
off.
process.
Stokes is off. Yep, and he's dinking and dunking. What are you doing? It's like we're just baiting them until they get down into the red zone, and then they might button things up. Like, oh my god!
So they're
And they're already in Green Bay territory.
Yeah, they're at about the Green Bay 42 now. They have a timeout and 2 minutes. Joe Barry just spotted them 35 yards.
Joe Barry's the best defensive coordinator in the league.
Like seriously, I don't understand. You're an NFL level coordinator. How do you not understand that 3 minutes plus a timeout plus the 2-minute warning? That's an eternity for Tom Brady. You don't go into a prevent defense there. It's mind-boggling. I literally don't know. Like these dudes supposedly work 80, 100-hour weeks. What the fuck are they studying that whole time? Because your common layman fan can tell you more common sense things.
Right. Well, in a matter of 1 minute, in 1 minute's time, they went for like almost 50 yards.
Yeah.
50
So
yards.
I mean, at this point, 2 minutes and a timeout remaining, and they've got 42 yards to go. The run game is absolutely going to be in their playbook.
And they still got a timeout.
They're going to try to drain every second of the clock. And, as you said, if this goes to overtime, I'm not confident.
No, not at all. We haven't done anything since the first quarter.
Yeah, so it's literally down to the defense at this point, and dude, I mean, honestly, I would let them score a touchdown and put all my marbles on the 2-point conversion. That way, at least we have some time in case we need to score. I really don't know what we gain by trying to stop the touchdown here. It's like you're trying to stop 40 yards worth of plays versus stop one play.
Yep. Oh my god. We just need a turnover play or something to happen. Like it's the only hope I have of winning this game at this point. I don't feel like we would win if we go to overtime because I don't feel like our offense is going to move the ball even if we get the ball first.
I agree. Yeah, Tampa Bay has absolutely buttoned down.
What is this I'm looking at? Miscommunication on the back end. Amos and Savage have been playing together for the last 3 years. There shouldn't be miscommunication between those two anymore. And yeah, there was miscommunication between Amos and Savage. I feel like Fournette still would have caught that ball anyway, but all right, Quay Walker looks like he's ready to fuck someone up. All right, Quay is on Fournette. I like that. Don't like
Brady goes right back to Brate, Campbell, and coverage.
Campbell's getting killed in coverage this game.
He really is. Brady has been eating him alive. Brate has consistently beat him. Like it hasn't even been tight coverage.
Nope. Oh my god. We cannot. All right, we send Quay on a blitz on that one. And we get in Brady's face, and it causes a quick pass that's incomplete. 2nd and 10, minute 37 or something like that. I saw ball is in Green Bay 30 something. Like Minute 31.
All right, so 2nd and 10. They got 3 more downs to convert here. We have Enigbare in. Easy dump off to Fournette, first down.
Oh my god.
Just give him the fucking touchdown, dude.
At this
Like,
point, right?
it's God. Joe Barry is a horse's
Look
ass.
at how soft they're so far off because they don't want to give up a touchdown, but they're gonna dink and dunk until they get down into the red zone. Oh my
6-yard pass to Scotty Miller. Minute 16 on the clock. They still have their timeout. They're taking their sweet time. Okay, and we've got our backup edge rushers in right now. We're in a situation where we don't want to spend our time out to get the starters in.
god. First down. They're inside the 10. 50 seconds to go. Clock is running. They're gonna score a touchdown, man. This game's going to overtime.
Okay, all right. We cycle Gary and Preston Smith in.
Come on. Do something. Turnover. We gotta get a turnover at
Okay,
this point.
all right.
All right.
Campbell makes a decent play for
Hey,
one.
the one good thing about this part of the field is Joe Barry is forced not to play off. Like, there's no more room.
Yeah.
You got to play up close now. And we play good when we play up close.
Dude, I wonder what our defense would have looked like if Jim Leonard signed with us.
Better than this. 2nd and goal, 30 seconds to go. Ball's on the
Do you see
10.
how
Brady's
far
in
our stuff
shotgun.
is off, man?
Yep. All right.
That's gonna flag.
It's gonna get flagged.
All
All right. We are playing for a 2-point conversion stop at this point now. Yep.
Yeah, that's Amos. That's an easy call. That's defensive holding. It's gonna put him in a 2nd and goal, or from probably the 2. Or actually, well, I mean, it'll be a 1st and goal at that point. 26 seconds left. If I'm them, I just run the ball.
Yeah, like they still have a timeout. They can easily run this ball and just like surprise us.
We haven't
They do
called
get-
Kenny Clark's name since the 1st quarter.
No, we
So
haven't.
he's tired.
Still got Enigbare. I don't even. Rashawn Gary's not even out there.
No, he is. He is.
Where?
He was on the left side. All right, so they run. We stop them. Clock ticking down. Tampa takes their timeout.
Is his hand in the dirt? Because he's Enigbare is out there. It's Preston and Enigbare.
No shit, you're right. You're right. I thought it was Gary over on the left, but
Yeah,
it
it's
was
Preston and Enigbare. We don't even got Rashawn Gary
yeah,
in the
dude.
game.
Game on the line. Why would you have your best defensive player in? Right.
Right? Mind-boggling.
Tell you
All
this
right.
much: Clay Matthews would be out there right now.
I miss Clay Matthews. You know what? Bring him back out of fucking retirement. He's better than Enigbare.
All right, 21 seconds. Tampa has no timeouts left. 2nd and goal, so they have 3 shots to get this. Probably going to be all pass, but technically they
All
could run. If they're going to run, it would probably be here. So
We
they
got
could-
Gary in there. We got TJ Slayton in there.
I think this is going to be play action, but they're lined up like it'll be a run. Do we just burn a fucking timeout?
Yeah, this is our last time out. We just burned.
Listen, man, we won a game against San Francisco last year with 38 seconds left. Why do we act like that timeout means nothing? Like, we could potentially get into field goal range, but we are just playing for overtime.
I will hold out a little bit of hope for a 2-point conversion stop, but
I mean, really, like Joe Barry needs to dial up the best play he's ever called on this 2-point
Yeah,
conversion.
so there's no time left. If we can get a sack or something,
They'll have time to spike it.
yeah.
But
Come
that's
on,
the thing. This is their
come on,
one
come
opportunity
on.
to
Oh, they're miscommunicating. I don't like it. Campbell's calling an adjustment.
play action. Okay.
All
Okay.
right, all right, all right, all right, all right.
Overthrow great. Brait seems to be his most comfortable target in the second half here.
Brait likes his tight ends, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ, we have Savage on him. Like, dude, I wouldn't want to I'd put Douglas on Brait. Douglas is our best secondary defender on the field right now.
I feel like in today's NFL, if you have to pick up 1 or 2 yards, like you can scheme up a play. You can scheme a play to like get it every time.
Oh,
Send guys in motion.
It's gonna be a pass. Brady in the shotgun, calling an audible. Clock's
Right,
running down.
Set engage in motion.
I think that clock ran out.
Get there,
Get
touchdown.
the touchdown. I saw that clock hit 0, man.
So if it hits 0, the refs have to look up at the clock and then see 0 and then look back down to see if the ball's been snapped. And it takes like a full second after it hits 0 for them to do that. All right.
All right, well, it's down to this. Can you stop the 2-point conversion?
We sent Campbell on a blitz. That was surprising.
All right. Yep, they show that is absolutely delay game. Not called. Refs have been fucking boning us this entire game.
All right, here we go. 2-point conversion. No
Dude,
timeouts.
Matt LaFleur looks defeated, man. He doesn't look like he's like thinking up a plan. He just looks flabbergasted.
Yeah, he looks confused right now.
All right, baby.
This is it, man.
Who's your defensive player here? Who's gonna make the play?
Quay Walker.
I'm gonna say Preston Smith.
Oh, they just showed Preston. Quay's not even out there, so fuck that plan.
He runs out at the last second. Another delay game.
They got him. That was a delayed game, and they did call him for delay that time. Yes.
Okay. So I guess they feel bad about spotting them a touchdown that shouldn't have happened.
Nice. All right, a little bit more of a chance. They call a fucking run play. However, I felt like we were gonna stop them there. Maybe not, but.
Okay, so that's a 5-yard penalty.
All right, holy shit.
Come on, baby.
We're playing. All right.
Brady drops back.
Come on, get to him. Got him.
Tips ball. All right.
We win. Nice. We win.
We win. That was kind of a bizarre play. The ball got tipped up in the air. It was floating, and nobody located it. Packers win the game.
Holy shit, man. We didn't deserve to win this game. I'll just say that right now. Didn't deserve to win it, but we fucking win.
That is Devondre Campbell.
Well, making a play.
Leaps up, makes a one-handed tip. Brady was going to Russell Gage, same guy that he went to for the touchdown.
I feel like even if Campbell didn't hit that he wasn't going to touch that ball.
Actually, it looks like Savage was actually in very.
He closes, yeah. Savage closes on that good enough where he's not going to make that catch. So
that is game, dude.
Wow.
2-point conversion stand to win the game down in Tampa. Defensive dogfight. That's huge, man. Keep this game in mind at the end of the year when we're looking at seeding.
Yeah, because we have a direct win against them now. So we're gonna move to 2-1. Tampa moves to 2-1. We own a tiebreaker over them in the case of a tie.
We'll have the opportunity to play the Rams this year as well. So that's another chance to get a tiebreaker for seeding. Now, technically, they are trying an onside kick here. 14 seconds left. A field
Shit.
goal would win the game. And thank God we recover it. Is that Alan Lazard? That's
Yeah, it's
Alan
Lazard.
Lazard picking up the ball. Man,
All right, man. Hey.
yeah, I got my stomach dropped a little bit on the onside kick. The way the ball bounced up in
Bounced
the
up,
air, and it was up
reminisces
there.
of some Bostic shit.
Yeah, it was up there where like bodies could have come and collided, and then chaos ensues. But Lazard makes a clean catch, smartly goes down right away. That's gonna be game. Rogers gonna come out and kneel down for the hard fought W down in Tampa, Florida.
All right. Hey, Green Bay goes down to Tampa. We get a dub, 14-12. I guarantee we'll probably see Tampa again later. It's a big win though for us. It's not a clean win. Got a lot to clean up. Lot to clean up. Sure scored a whole lot more than 14 points, but we get the W. Defense plays just good enough to hold Tom Brady to 12 points.
Hey, and we did it without Jair Alexander for all but like what, the first drive?
Yeah, he got hurt on the first drive, like maybe the second or third play.
Um and honestly, one of the biggest things I'm taking away from this game is I thought David Bakhtiari held up really well.
Yeah, I thought he
Uh,
played well too.
he did better this week than Jenkins did last week in his
Yeah.
first game back.
Yeah, I thought Jenkins played pretty well too
Yeah,
in the second game.
yeah. Which, dude, if both of these guys are back healthy and performing at a high level, that could transform the offense.
Yep.
And Christian Watson coming back healthy, hopefully sooner rather than later. Dobbs, he came out and showed this game that if
hmm
you're willing to give him the ball, he will make positive things happen.
hmm
We need to be giving him the ball more.
So next week we got the Patriots coming to town. Our run defense is going to be tested next week. The Patriots like to run the ball. And the Patriots are still no slouch on defense, man. We still got
Yeah,
a pretty good defense to play.
dude. I
So
mean, they have arguably the greatest head coach of all time. I don't expect next week to be a cakewalk. And there's always the week after that is the game in London, so you don't
hmm
want players losing focus and looking ahead.
hmm
Next week is going to be a tough game. I kind of circled the Patriots game on the calendar as a good barometer. Figuring that we would start the season slow on offense, and that like frankly, I expected Tampa to be a loss.
hmm
So I'm thrilled that we pull out the W today. But I was looking at that Patriots game as like, okay, here's a playoff team from last year with a mastermind head coach. They always play tough defense. This could be a real good test game for our early offense.
And lost my train of thought on this one. I also thought the Bucs game was going to be a loss. Pleasantly surprised that it's not. That we pull it through. I am a little concerned about looking ahead to the London game. I think the Patriots are they're going to be a formidable opponent. I also think this is the first time LaFleur and Belichick have gone head to head. I don't think we have any familiarity with that, so that'll be
Yeah, I
the
think you're right.
yeah. I'm pretty sure this is the first ever. So yeah, because the last year of McCarthy, we played the AFC East his final year that we had him, and then we fired him like at the end, like halfway through that year. So McCarthy always had a pretty good record against Belichick.
Yeah, and
Uh,
Belichick has openly said that he respects McCarthy as a
yeah.
coach.
So we'll see how LaFleur handles Belichick. No Brady on this one, but Mac Jones is no slouch of a quarterback. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a tough battle. They got two real good running backs there in New England, Ramondre Stevenson and Damian Harris. Man, two big bruising backs. It's like going up against two AJ Dillons. Like,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, next week's game, we could be looking at something quite similar to
I
this week.
I think it's a 4:30 game too. if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure off the top of my head, but
Let
I mean, it could be another kind of defensive slugfest. I think I really think if Watson can come back healthy, that vertical threat element could make a big difference. And I still think we should have taken shots today. And
mm-hmm.
for whatever reason, like Rodgers has taken deep shots to Cobb multiple times so far this season. Cobb
Mm-hmm.
is not a deep guy. No, no, sir, no,
Mm-mm.
ma'am. You need to give the ball to someone else. Which he gave MVS deep shots in his rookie year. So I see no reason to think why Rodgers can't do it with Watson
Well,
or Dobbs.
I think our deep guys are Watson and Sammy. I think those are our two deep
Sammy
guys.
made a nice deep catch last week against the
Yeah.
Bears. Close it to kind of give him the dagger. But dude, the fact that he plays 2 games for us and goes on IR,
Oh yeah.
I'm not
And it's
even
a
when he comes
hamstring.
back, I'm not expecting much.
So I think the earliest he can come back, he's out for what, 4 weeks now, and this was week 3. So
Yeah,
I'm not
minimum of 4 weeks.
I'm not sure if this week counts. If it does, the earliest he can come back is week 7. I don't remember I think it's Washington we play in week 7. And I think he probably comes back earliest is week 8 against Buffalo on that Sunday night game.
Yeah.
We got New England next week at 4:30. It is a 4:30 game. And then the week after that we have
The
it's
Giants.
the Giants. It's at
Ooh,
9:30 in the morning for
yeah, because
me.
it's that London game,
Yeah.
and,
So it's like probably like what, 6:30 in the morning for you?
which like Christ, man, Rodgers plays poorly in California and Florida. He's got to go halfway around the world to England. It could be a weird game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a weird game watching the Packers play at like 9:30 in the morning. Not something I'm gonna be used to.
Yeah,
So
if that's 9:30 Eastern, then it's gonna be 7:30 for me.
yeah, it's 9:30 Eastern.
And then no bye week after that, no rest.
Nope,
We
and that was
go
by
right
design. The
back home
Packers,
to host the Jets
yeah, and then we got Buffalo right after that. So
or
I think no,
Washington.
Washington. We got Washington. I mean, we have some winnable games on docket. Not easy games, but winnable games. I think we have to win out until at least Buffalo. I think every game that we have up until Buffalo have to all be dubs.
Yeah, I mean, frankly, this coming stretch of the schedule, this next month, is probably the prime opportunity
Hmm.
for the rookies to grow and get involved in the offense. Because at that point, you're hitting mid-season. You kind of know what your identity is by
Hmm.
then. Uh, so yeah, I mean, by time we face Buffalo in Week 8, that's
Well,
probably the team that we're rolling with. And the
yep.
trade deadline, I'm fairly certain will have passed by then. I think
Hmm.
trade deadline's what, like week
7 or 8. It's around like week 7 or 8. They had those extra week on. I don't know if they moved the trade deadline when they moved the week or not, but
yeah, so
we'll see.
yeah, dude, that Buffalo game is gonna be our next major test. But I still think next week against the Patriots, I don't want to overlook it because I actually think that's gonna be a very tough game and a good test for our resolve. You know, we just had an emotional
Hmm.
victory today. Are they going to be able to maintain that focus next week against a disciplined, well prepared team?
Dang, the Jaguars put a whooping on the Chargers. I just saw 38-10.
Really? What
Yeah.
was Herbert playing or was he out?
I don't know. I can't see.
Because I know his ribs were messed up. He
Or
has a
yeah.
torn rib card.
Um, Jaguars are 2-1 right now. Pretty wild.
Dude, I mean the AFC South looks so
That's
terrible right now. Jaguars could easily win it.
that's going to be another team that no one's talking about. I just saw on TV. It's going to be a problem. They're in the NFC. The Eagles. Eagles are 3-0, man. They got a
Eagles
good
look
football team. They got a
good.
real good football team.
That
And
AJ Brown trade transformed them.
yeah, they had good defense, solid defense. Still, they traded for um like the safety there from the Saints, Chauncey Gardner there.
Yeah, they picked up Chauncey Gardner or Chauncey Johnson Gardner for only like a 6-round pick. They got him super cheap.
Yeah,
They
got him.
signed. they signed James Bradbury,
They
the
did.
New York Giants corner. They signed him in free agency to pair with Darius Slay. So they have a really strong secondary.
Good
Um,
inside linebacker. They took that kid from Ohio State that many thought that should have been the first inside linebacker off the board.
no. He was on the Bulldog defense. He lined up right next to Quay Walker. It was
Yeah, that's why I said like many people blame like bash the Green Bay for not taking Quay over him.
yeah. It and they got
Good D
um
line still.
Jordan Davis, that mountain of a
Yeah.
man. Yeah, so
Yep.
they Eagles made a ton of moves to improve. It was really their entire team came down to, is Jalen Hurts going to grow? And
And
so
he
far,
has grown.
he has.
Yeah. That's gonna be a real
Having
tough game.
having AJ Brown has really helped him accelerate his growth in much the
Hmm.
same way that having Stephon Diggs helped Josh Allen
Right.
elevate his game.
You seen that Bills game right now?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, the messed up punt. Yeah, the Bills ran out of time. They had a chance to get into field goal range and they just ran out of time. Yep. And then there's the guy, Ken Dorsey.
uh, I would be pissed too if I ran out of time in that situation.
Yeah, it was kind of like a Dallas situation there last year in the playoffs. They just ran out of time. Couldn't spike the ball in time.
Dude,
Well, man,
they're showing Jelani Woods just caught a touchdown for the Colts, putting them up over the Chiefs. Colts beat the Chiefs.
yeah,
Jelani Woods was a tight end I wanted in this draft. I thought he looked really good. Colts took him in the third round, I think. Geez, we sure could have used the third round pick like that.
some fighting going on the sidelines in New York there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Bengals blow out the Jets.
Yeah,
Not, it's not a
that's a get
blowout, but
right game for Cincy.
yeah.
They've had a start I did not expect. Real Super
Khalil
Bowl.
Herbert dominated in this game. 20 attempts, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns for the Bears.
What happened to Montgomery? He get
He
hurt?
got hurt in the first quarter, I think.
Hmm.
Plus, I don't know. I think the coaching staff's pretty high on Khalil Herbert. I think they
Yeah,
said that they like him.
Herbert's good, man. He's
Yeah.
got some explosion. But hey, do you want to run through the game's final stats real quick before we call it?
Yeah. Well, I look it up. Who do you got for a player of the game for us?
Hey, man, I called it earlier. I'm gonna stand by it. I say that the toughness Alan Lazard showed today made several clutch plays. And then cherry on top, he's the one who catches the onside kick cleanly. I got to give it to Alan Lazard in a tough, ugly game. He's a tough, ugly receiver who pulled through.
I don't love any of my options for this game, but I'm gonna give mine to the offensive line. They didn't clear tons of running lanes for them, but they held up well against a good defense. Rodgers only got sacked once, so
Yeah, and actually, now that I think about it, was that sack after Jake Hansen had come into the game?
I believe so. Yeah. Mhm.
So that's going to be something to watch for sure. Whatever happened to Myers, and hopefully that is not a serious issue, and he's able to come back quickly because I don't like Jake Hansen starting anywhere on the line.
Same.
Like honestly, dude, like for some reason I don't understand why it's
Oh,
inexplicable. But we drafted Zach Tom in the fourth. He played center in college. We literally have tested him at every position except for center, and he played pretty well in the preseason. The one knock on him was he was kind of small. He doesn't have enough muscle mass.
mhm.
Center is the one position on the line where it's kind of okay to be a smaller guy. If we have to go any stretch of time without Myers, I would rather see Zach Tom out there than Jake Hansen.
You don't gotta worry about it. It's cramping. He was out with
Oh,
cramps.
okay. Can we
I just
still
looked
cut
up.
Jake Hansen? I just
Yeah.
think of
All right. Stats. So Battle of the Goats. Rodgers, 27 for 35. Pretty good completion percentage there. 255 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 1 sack, 103.9 quarterback rating. On the other side, we had Tom Brady with 31 of 42 for 271 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks, 3 sacks for a quarterback rating of 98.4.
You know Tampa did not want this game plan of Brady passing 42 times compared to they had 13 designed runs, 12
Mhm.
for Fournette, 1 for Perriman. Packers, I'll give it to LaFleur, man. Maybe he has finally learned from his mistakes. Neither running back did very well. Aaron Jones averaged 3 yards a carry. AJ Dillon averaged 2.7. LaFleur stuck with the run, and we had 24 designed run attempts compared to Rodgers with 35 pass attempts and 1 scramble. So that's a pretty solid ratio when the run game wasn't really doing its
Working. Yeah. Um, and if you asked me who the leading receiver was for Tampa, I probably would have told you Cameron Brate, because every time we talked about it during that thing, we just seemed like Cameron Brate was the go-to guy for Brady, but that wasn't even close to being the truth. It's actually Russell Gage who caught 12 passes for 87 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a
holy
bad
cow.
average. He only had 7.2 yards
Yeah,
per catch, very low for a receiver, but he did have that big touchdown
touchdown.
at the end, and he is who Brady looked for on the 2-point
Mhm.
conversion.
On the flip side, Romeo Dobbs caught all 8 of his targets for 73 yards and a touchdown, along the 21. Um, Paced all receivers. Tanyan, 6 catches for 37. Cobb, 2 for 57. Lazard, 4 for 45 with a TD. Davis made that one good play. Running backs did not get it done in the passing game today, but you know what? They had those big, fast inside linebackers, so
Yeah, running backs
everybody's had.
were back there to
Yeah,
block a lot today,
mhm,
and Rodgers only took 1 sack, so
yeah,
solid game plan there. Um, dude, I'm surprised Big Dog is invisible today. It
yeah.
both receiving and blocking. I feel like
Purely just a.
I didn't see him out there much for running plays either.
I saw him a few times out there, but yeah, I'll have to look at the snap counts. But um, yeah, I didn't see him out there a whole lot either. So let's see him.
It's
See if
kind
I
of
can.
it's rough that Cobb was our second leading receiver in terms of yardage, and he pretty much did all that in the first quarter, I
Mhm,
believe. Um, they really clamped down on him. Tanyan, he came up with a lot of nice little
mhm.
emergency valve catches. He had 6 catches actually, only 37 yards, but taking the yards where you can get them, moving the ball. Uh, yeah, I'm surprised Brait didn't have more for Tampa because it seemed like he was making plays left and right, but
Mhm.
really only 52 yards.
Um, 2 sacks for Kenny Clark on the day, one for Shine Gary. So those were the three. Logan Hall was the one who got the sack on Rodgers on the other side. Campbell led all tacklers in the game with 14, 8 of them solo.
Dude,
Um,
Rasul Douglas had 8 solo tackles.
yeah, also, yeah, he was a dog out there today. Nixon with 7, 6 of them being solo. I'm On a quick side note, I've looked at over at these NFC North standings and I was looking at the points scored in our division. The Lions lead the division in points scored with 95 points, and we only have 48 points scored. Like, they've scored double the amount of points than we have.
The Lions offense has been no joke this year.
Yeah, it's
Like
looked pretty
they
prolific.
really have looked good. Like Amon-Ra St. Brown, um,
He's
he
real
he
deal.
he has ascended to like a true number one receiver, like Pro Bowl level player. They got Hawkinson, very solid tight end.
And
DJ Chark, solid deep threat wide receiver.
they
They
still got
have
Jamison Williams coming.
James Williams. He's going to be coming to ignite that offense.
Hmm.
And then they've got a really good running back rotation with DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams.
Yeah, Jamal Williams had 2 touchdowns today.
And then that offensive line is full of first rounders. Really, like the only thing holding their offense back has been Golf, and
Yeah, if they get an upgrade at quarterback, see ya.
yeah. I mean, Golf has played well thus far. I don't expect him to sustain that over the course of the season.
Hmm.
But yeah, Detroit is. They're not going to be an easy W this year. They're going to be a
No,
really tough team.
no, and they always play us pretty good too. Though, like, even in the McCarthy and the LaFleur era, there's always, it seems like we split a lot of seasons with Lions. So like there's just
Yep.
one that we always have a hard time with. But we get the dub today. We moved to 2-1. We are still second in the division because Minnesota owns the tiebreaker over us. However, a dub is a dub is a dub. And it's going to be a happy week for us celebrating a Packer win with the Patriots coming in town next week. So it'll be another fun one to watch. An uncommon opponent, and it'll be a battle of the head coaches next week. Greatest head coach of all time going up against an up and comer. So should be another good one.
Dude, Rodgers, I don't know if you've seen this interview right now, but Aaron Rodgers looks like he just like rolled out of a dumpster.
Dude, he looks like a trash panda, man. Look at that hair. Look at that. Look at his hair. Fix
He,
that.
he is a weird guy, but he's our guy.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We're gonna ride and die with him. Don't got a choice. So
All right, man. Well,
all right, let's call it.
big W today. I'm glad that we got to end this on a positive note because it didn't feel that way for most of the second half.
Yeah. Beers will go down a little bit smoother tonight. Dub is a dub. Cheers, mate. Go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go.
We'll see you next week.